Hello and welcome back to the channel. I'm Tim.
I'm Lizzie. And I'm Emily.
And tonight we are playing the Lord of the Rings, the card game, the Angmar Awakened campaign expansion. So we're starting a new campaign. We decided to put the Saga campaign on hold for the time being. So we're going to jump into this one. So I am playing with the Dunedain deck. That's one of the two recommended starter deck lists that came with this. And Emily is playing with the Elves deck. And Lizzie is using the Dwarf starter deck. So we're going to kind of use these as a starting point and make adjustments to them along the way as we need to. Alright, so before we get started, there's a few new concepts and stuff that get introduced in this one. Let's go over that. Well, first we got our introduction. Men once dwelt here ages ago, but none remain now. They became an evil people, as legends tell, for they fell under the shadow of Angmar, but all were destroyed in the war that brought the North Kingdom to its end. But that is now so long ago that the hills have forgotten them, though a shadow still lies on the land. Aragorn, the Fellowship of the Ring. Welcome to Angmar Awakened, a campaign expansion to the Lord of the Rings the card game. This expansion explores the lost Dunedain realm of Arnor and the tireless efforts of the Rangers to safeguard the people who still live in that country. 9 original scenarios task players with aiding the Dunedain in their secret vigil. Ooh, that's the name of one of my cards.
Secret vigil?
Yep. Alright, so we will be playing in campaign mode. So we're going to have the boons and the burdens just like we did in the Saga campaign. Alright, some new rules and terms. Battle. While characters are committed to the quest, if the quest card has the battle keyword, those characters count their total attack instead of their total willpower when resolving that quest. Enemies and locations in the staging area still use their threat in opposition to this quest attempt. Immune to player card effects, we know about that one. Indestructible, we know about. Okay, objective allies. Iarion, I think that's how you say that. And Amarthiel, that's one of my heroes. Iarion and Amarthiel are objective allies that appear in several scenarios in this expansion. During setup for a scenario featuring Amarthiel, the first player takes control of him. Amarthiel has the text response: after an enemy engages a player, give control of Amarthiel to that player. As with any responsibility, this ability is optional. Control of Amarthiel does not pass from one player to another when the first player token is passed. So he doesn't work like Mendor, where he just keeps rotating around, but we have the option to shift them around if an enemy engages somebody. Both Iarion and Amarthiel both have the text: if this character leaves play, the players lose the game. So that they have in common with, well, Mendor in the original campaign at least also had that. Okay, we got the time X keyword. Represents the urgency of the hero's quest. When a card with the time X keyword is revealed, the players put X resource tokens on that card. These tokens are called time counters. At the end of each refresh phase, remove 1 time counter from each card with the time X keyword if able. When the last time counter is removed, there is a triggered effect that resolves on that card. And then we've got side quests. So side quests are a new type of quest card in the Angmar Awakened expansion. Side quests represent secondary adventures that heroes may undertake while pursuing the main goals of the quest deck. Side quests are never considered to be a part of the quest deck. The top part of the quest deck is called the main quest. So we'll always have the main quest, and then we may have one or more side quests up as well. Encounter side quests. A side quest with an encounter card back is called an encounter side quest. An encounter side quest is both a quest card and an encounter card. Each encounter side quest is part of an encounter set, and it is shuffled into the encounter deck when setting up a scenario that uses that encounter set. When an encounter side quest is revealed from the encounter deck, it is added to the staging area. Because side quests are quest cards as well as encounter cards, the when revealed effects of side quests cannot be canceled by player card effects. If a side quest is dealt to an enemy as a shadow card, it functions as any other encounter card without shadow text. So it would just get discarded. Side quests in play. When any side quest is in the staging area, it functions like a quest card with the following exception. When a side quest is defeated, the players do not advance to the next stage of the quest deck. Instead, the side quest is added to the victory display. At the beginning of each quest phase, if there are one or more side quests in the staging area, the first player may choose one to be the current quest until the end of the phase instead of the quest card that is currently active via the quest deck. While a side quest is the current quest, any progress that the players make is placed on that side quest, and any card effects that affect the current quest affect that side quest. Progress must still be placed on the active location before it can be placed on a side quest. Any progress that is made beyond the current quest's total quest points is discarded. Do not place progress on any other quest card in play. And then it just explains the anatomy of a side quest card. And then we jump into scenario 1. But before we do that, I believe there are also a couple of things in the hero expansion rules. So this is actually composed of two different products. There's the hero expansion, which comes with all of the player cards for that came in the original Angmar Awakens cycle of products. And then there's the campaign expansion, which contains all of the encounter sets and campaign cards and quest cards and all that kind of stuff. So, but in the hero quest or the hero set rules, so other new terms, encounter is a new keyword that appears on player cards with an encounter card back. So I have some of those that I'm playing with. These Rangers of the North. You see, they look like a player card, but they have an encounter card back. And you also notice it has no cost. That's because this actually enters through play of another card that I have in my deck. So basically, when they come into play, you set them aside. They don't count toward your player deck minimum of 50 cards. And then they can't be played from your hand. A card effect will shuffle them into the encounter deck. And then when they are revealed, then you just do whatever they say for their when revealed effect, which is going to be something beneficial since it's a player card, effectively. So this guy would come into play. The first player then chooses... the first player chooses someone to take control of them, and then you either deal 2 damage to an enemy or place 2 progress on a location. And then this just becomes an ally, a 2/2/2 with 3 hit points ally that someone can use. But if they come off as a shadow card, then they just get put in the discard pile. And if it would leave play for any reason, it's just removed from the game instead. So I think when it's, like if it gets destroyed, then it would be removed from the game, I believe. Valor, there's a Valor keyword that appears on some things. It might be like a Valor action or a Valor response. Basically means you can only trigger that if your threat is 40 or higher. And then there are also player side quests, which Emily and I both have some of those in our decks. You're limited to only having, at least the ones I've seen, you're limited to have one of them in your deck. But basically you play them, and then just like the ones that come off the encounter deck, they become a new side quest, and they work just the same as those other side quests do. So I think that's all we need to know from that. So our first scenario is Intruders in Chetwood. Difficulty level is 6. The house of Elrond was bustling with preparations. Fall was turning the leaves on the trees of Rivendell to flaming colors, and the valley echoed with the singing of merry voices. The elves were gathering the last of the summer harvest to celebrate the autumnal equinox. All were busy except the master of the house and his guests, a band of weary travelers who had recently arrived from important errands in Gondor and Dunland. The heroes were tired from a journey of many leagues fraught with peril, and Elrond had welcomed them to rest in his home and tell what they could of their adventures. In the Hall of Fire, Elrond spoke with the heroes at length concerning their service to the White Council. Many great deeds they had done to forestall the growing power of Mordor, and for their acts of valor, Elrond made them honored guests and bid them stay until they were refreshed. While they spoke with the Elf Lord, a messenger entered the hall to announce another traveler newly come to Rivendell. Behind him stood a tall man of proud bearing. He wore the weather-stained garb of a ranger. From the man's appearance, it was clear that his errand was urgent. "My Gavanen, Dunedain," said Elrond. "The sons of Valandil are welcome in Imladris." The ranger placed his hand over a hawk pendant he wore on a chain around his neck and bowed. "My lord," he spoke, "my name is Iarion, and I have ridden here in haste to seek my kinsman Aragorn. There is evil afoot in the untamed lands north of Bree, and we rangers have need of our chieftain." "The son of Arathorn is not here," answered Elrond. Gesturing for the ranger to sit in the empty chair next to him, he continued, "But tell me more of your errand. Long have the Dunedain kept the villages of Bree safe with secret vigil, yet seldom have they sought for aid in that thankless task. What evil drives you here now?" The ranger took the seat that was offered to him before explaining. "Orcs have been discovered west of the Weather Hills in greater number than we have seen in many years. They are spying out the land, and we believe they plan to attack." "Alas, Aragorn is far afield with my sons and the warriors of my house," replied Elrond. "Until they return, I have no one to send to your aid." Iarion looked downcast, but mastered himself before speaking. "Then I must return at once to my kinsmen and help them prepare as best I may. I will tell your chieftain of the threat to his people as soon as he returns," said the Elf Lord. The ranger stood up, bowed to Elrond, and turned to leave, but the heroes who were sitting there rose to their feet and stepped forward. "We will come with you," spoke one, and the rest nodded in agreement. "I thank you, strangers," replied Iarion, "but as Master Elrond has said, our deeds are secret and thankless. We Dunedain receive no reward for our sacrifice, and neither do we have any to offer." "Hunting orcs is its own reward," said the hero evenly, and continued, "We will not sit idle here while you and your folk fight this battle, not while we have strength left. We will come." "Then let us ride swiftly to the aid of my people," said Iarion, with fresh hope in his eyes. "May the favor of the valor be upon each of you in this task," spoke Elrond in farewell. Together the ranger and the heroes bade farewell to the last homely house. They rode west from the valley of Rivendell toward the villages of Breeland. They followed the old road over the last bridge all the way to the southern end of the Weather Hills. There they turned aside to climb Weathertop, the tallest of the hills. Its summit commanded a great view of the surrounding area, and Iarian told his companions there would be rangers keeping vigil there. From them, the Dunedain hoped to learn some news before pressing on. When they reached the top, they found 2 Dunedain who greeted them. "Ho, Iarian, I see you have brought others to help us, but I fear it may be too late," one of them said grimly. "A large number of orcs descended from the hills last night. A war party, it seemed to us, but moving warily and avoiding the road. We watched them creep north and west along the edge of the marsh until they disappeared beyond the fens. It is likely that they mean to come upon the villages of Breeland from the north," replied Aarion, looking in the direction the rangers indicated. "Our people in Chetwood must be warned. One of you take my horse and ride with haste to do so. My companions and I will follow the orcs and do what we can to delay them." Turning to the heroes, Iarion laid his hand on the pommel of his sword as he addressed them. "There are many lonely homesteads north of Bree. We must do what we can to track these orcs and safeguard those people. Come." All right, so this just tells us which encounter sets we use to build the encounter deck. And campaign setup, we will use the Intruders in Chetwood campaign card and Iarion's pendant and Protect the Innocent, which we have all out. And then we have a an epilogue to read after we win the quest. All right. Well, this is kind of goofy in that we're going to find Aragorn, but Aragorn's one of the heroes that are with us.
We win.
Which is
Read
even,
the blog.
which is even goofier because that's what they tell you to use.
Right. So yeah, my 3 heroes are Aragorn, Tactics Aragorn, and Halbarad and Amartheul. Emily has Glorfindel, Arwen, and Eowyn, who we're very familiar with, Eowyn. And then Lizzie has Dane Ironfoot, Biffer, and Ori for her 3 heroes. All right, so before we get to setup, we need to draw our starting hands. So, Hour of Wrath, Celebrian Stone, Sword of Numenor, Dunedain Hunter, another Dunedain Hunter, and a Ranger of Cardolan. So I know Sword of Numenor. I got 2 of those. I want to try to get both of those on Aragorn. Celebrian Stone is nice to start with. And ooh, these guys cost 0. What's the deal with them? After Dunedain Hunters enters play, search the top 5 for a non-unique enemy and put it in play engage with you. If no enemy enters play by this effect, discard Dunedain Hunter. Okay. So you're basically, he doesn't cost anything, but he doesn't get to stay out unless you find an enemy to put engaged with you. Which I actually want, because a lot of my characters have, or my heroes at least, have abilities that trigger when I have an enemy engaged with me. And the Ranger of Cardolan, after you engage an enemy, if you control at least 1 Dunedain hero, spend 1 resource to put Ranger of Cardolan into play. Ooh, so that'll be a nice combo. He normally costs 4. So I can play Dunedain Hunter, and I have up to 2 chances to find an enemy to engage with me, and then if they do, I can put him into play for only 1. So yeah, I think this will be a good starting hand. This Hour of Wrath action lets me choose a hero until the end of the phase. The chosen hero does not exhaust to attack or defend. Or if I wait and use it as a Valor action after my threat's 40 or higher, I can choose a player, and until the end of the phase, each of that player's heroes does not exhaust to attack or defend. So they could potentially defend against multiple enemies and then also all attack as well. All right, you guys got your starting hands then?
Yep.
My starting threat is 32.
30.
What are you guys at? 30 and
26.
26.
So I'm still the baby.
Yep. All right, so let's look at our... There's only one quest stage for this scenario, so this should be interesting. So this stage 1 is Stop the War Party. Rangers have sighted a large group of orcs making its way toward Breeland. The Dunedain Iarian has asked you to help him intercept the war party before it can reach the quiet village. The orcs are a day ahead of you and moving fast, but there is hope you can catch them with the Ranger's tracking skill. Setup. Put Iarian into play. I'll eventually figure out how to pronounce this guy's name.
What this said to attach this to.
Yeah, well, we'll get that. We'll get to that. So this is Iarian, or Iarian. His stats are X, which is the number of quest cards in play. So the more side quests that are out, the more his stats get boosted. He has 4 hit points. The first player gains control of Iarian. So this one does move around. That's a constant ability, so he'll move around just like Mendor and Gildor did.
Dilly boy.
Response: after a side quest is revealed from the encounter deck, ready Iarian. If Iarian leaves play, the players lose the game. So I'm going to be the initial start player, so I will take control of him. Next, add 1 orc war party to the staging area. So here's the orc war party. They have engagement cost of 40, 3 threat, 6 attack, 3 defense, and 6 health. Cannot have attachments, so no throwing that forest snare on them, Emily. While orc party is in the staging area, enemies in the staging area cannot take damage. The players cannot win the game while orc war party is in play.
You're right.
This is how this says to do it.
You're right.
Urian?
You're right.
Urian?
Urian.
Urian?
Urian.
You're right.
Urian?
You're right.
Urian?
You're right.
Urian?
Okay, that's not it.
You're right.
So it starts like ear.
I'll just play this. every
It's
time
like
you need to
Okay.
say it.
Ryan.
Is that
It's
is
like
that an
Ryan,
official
but with
Lord of the
ears.
Rings pronunciation site, or is that just...
I don't know.
It's just Google.
Howtopronounce.com.
Oh, okay. Well,
But it says how to say.
I'd take that with a grain of salt.
No, it says how to say blank in English, like that name. It is a fictional character from the card game The Lord of the Rings, created by Fantasy Flight Games and released in 2001.
Okay. So Irian.
Yeah, like Ryan, but with ear in front of it.
So Irian. Okay. So IAR with the little caret over the A is pronounced like ear.
According to Google.
All right. Well, I'll assume they've done their proper Tolkien pronunciation research.
You can tell everyone they can.
He actually
read how
has
it's
like
pronounced in the comments.
pronunciation guides and stuff in the appendixes to the books. Appendices, sorry. All right, so we got the Orc War Party out there. What else does it say to do? Each player adds 1 different location to the staging area. So I pulled out all of the different locations. There are 5 different ones we have to choose from. So we've got the Rugged Country, which is 2 threat, requires 3 progress. If the current quest is a side quest, Rugged Country gets +2 threat. So that might be a good one to start out with before we have any. Well, I guess we can choose whether the current quest is a side quest or not, so we can kind of control that
Can
anyway.
you just like say that before the quest
Yeah, whoever the first player is, like before we go to the quest phase, they just say which one is going to be the current quest. Then we have Shrouded Hills, which has X threat, which is the number of quest cards in play, which I think initially is going to be 2. While there is only 1 quest card in play, Shrouded Hills gains Surge. So that wouldn't matter if we choose it to put into play right away either.
Is that thing considered a quest?
What
That
thing?
Protect the innocent thing?
Yes,
So I
that's
said there's 2.
a side quest, yeah.
That makes more sense.
This requires 5 progress. Our third choice is Chetwood Forest, 3 threat, 3 progress, travel. 1 player chooses and engages an enemy in the staging area. And this one does have a shadow effect. The first one had a shadow effect too. Attacking enemy gets +1 for each quest card in play. Yikes. So these might be good to choose just to prevent having to deal with those shadow effects. This one's shadow effect is either exhaust a hero you control or return attacking enemy to the staging area after this attack. It's going to be kind of a pain when you're trying to kill stuff. This Outlying Homestead only has 2 threat, but it requires 8 progress. It has Doomed 1. While Outlying Homestead is in the staging area, players cannot reduce their threat. And to travel, you have to reveal a card from the encounter deck. No shadow effect on that one. And then Borders of Breeland is 2 threat, requires 4 progress. While Borders of Breeland is in the staging area, it gains Forced. At the beginning of the quest phase, return 1 enemy engaged with a player to the staging area. Shadow, defending character gets -1 defense for each quest stage in play. So we each have to choose
1.
a different one. And I will choose first. So I'm thinking probably want some low threat stuff to start with. Rugged Country is probably not a bad choice. I think this one would be good too to get out there because since we'll be able to travel to it right away, it won't be in the staging area for very long. So we won't have to worry about its forced effect. Yeah, I think I'm gonna pick Borders of Breeland. You're picking Rugged Country. And Emily, out of these 3, which one do you want to pick?
Just not that one, 'cause 8 progress, which is a little ridiculous.
Mm-hmm. But it is only 2 threat, so. I'm gonna have quite a bit of threat here right off the bat.
How about? Does it? So quest cards in play means they're.
Because there's all the side quests.
Oh,
Yeah. So there's the main quest, which there'll always only be 1 of, and then plus however many side quests there are. So you went for Shrouded Hills.
Which will be 2. Right.
Okay. And we shuffle the encounter deck. Give this a pile shuffle because everything was sorted. All right. And while we're doing that, flip this over to side 1B. It requires 30 progress. You must move swiftly to prevent the orcs from reaching Breland. Enemies do not make engagement checks. Forced at the end of the refresh phase, raise each player's threat by 1 for each enemy in the staging area. The players cannot defeat this stage unless the first player controls Iarian. If the players defeat this stage, they win the game.
Well, we also can't win with these bozos in play.
Right. So we have to defeat this, and we have to defeat the Orc War Party.
And not kill this guy.
And no engagement checks are made, so only
Optional engagement.
optional engagement will be the only way we can pull enemies down. I can optionally engage 2.
Yeah, where's Bushy?
Is it this guy? Yeah, you may optionally engage 1 additional enemy during the encounter phase. So I can potentially take 2 around. And I can help pull guys off of you.
Well, you can also pull him from the stage because it just says an enemy not engaged.
That's true. So whenever Aragorn kills something, I can pull another enemy from either from the staging area or off one of you guys. Well, it's good that there's no engagement checks because Emily probably doesn't want to ever have to encounter an enemy.
Yeah.
Because she does not have anyone that's good at defending or attacking.
Well, Glover's not bad at it. He's got 3, but there's no defense.
Yeah. She does have Protector of Lorien, though, so that could potentially boost someone's defense.
True.
All right, encounter deck is shuffled. Let's go to the campaign setup. Angmar Awakened, Part 1. You are playing campaign mode.
What?
Setup. Attach Irians. Did I say that right? Irian.
Yeah.
Irian's pendant to Irian and add the Protect the Innocent side quest to the staging area.
I can just play the clip every time.
So Irian's pendant. Attached character gets +1 willpower. Response. Add Irian's pendant to the victory display to cancel the when revealed effects of a card that was just revealed from the encounter deck, or to cancel a shadow effect just triggered. So basically it's a one-time test of will or hasty stroke. That is just what the Rangers are, the last remnant in the north of the great people. Gandalf, the Lord of the Rings. And it's worth 1 in the victory display. So that goes on Irian. Okay. And then Protect the Innocent is a side quest. No progress. So this never goes away. Forced, after an attack damages a character, place 1 damage on Protect the Innocent. When progress would be placed on Protect the Innocent, remove that much damage from it instead. If Protect the Innocent has 10 or more damage on it, 20 or more damage if there are 3 or 4 players in the game, the players lose the game.
Yeah, so it makes more sense knowing that's a side quest, because I was like, how would you ever get progress on this?
Yeah. So we can't let 20 damage get on here, and if it starts getting too high, we just make this the active quest, and any progress we would make just removes damage instead. Okay?
Finish reading the campaign.
Yep.
It's crazy.
Yep. Starting with the first player, each player may place 4 damage on Protect the Innocent to add 1 resource to each of their heroes' resource pools. Orcs have been discovered west of the Weather Hills in greater number than we have seen in many years. They are spying out the land, and we believe they plan to attack. Urian.
We're like, I know it sounds crazy, but I kind of want to do it because then I can put out a whole bunch of stuff. Right?
Yeah, I mean, it probably wouldn't be wise for all of us to do it, but yeah, if you have some cards that would really be beneficial right off the bat.
King of the Mountain out right now.
Right.
And I think at least one more.
Because I can pretty much play everything I want to play anyway, I think.
Well, I have two things I can play, but if I have more resources, I can play it like at least two more cards.
I mean, I can only play one of these two, but I don't think it's worth doing it just to get both of them out. Because all of these guys I can potentially put out this round for a net total of one resource.
Yeah, because I'll be able to do King of the Mountain, and I have...
Actually, this guy's neutral, so I can use any color resource to pay for him.
And from whatever I draw.
All right, well, I'm not going to do it. Are you going to do it, Lizzie?
Yup.
Okay.
Because I'm the traitor.
So 4 damage on Protect the Innocent. And you get an extra resource on all your guys. Are you going to do it, Emily?
What do we have to do?
Pay attention.
You can choose to put 4 damage on Protect the Innocent to get an extra resource on each of your heroes to start with.
But if we get 20 damage...
But if it gets to 20, we lose.
You're both doing it?
No, only Lizzie did it so far.
Sure, why not?
Well, I can tell you why not. But if you think it's worth it, if you have a lot of high cost cards in your hand that you want to try to get out.
Do you, Emily?
Mm-hmm.
Did you mulligan for that critical card that they said you need to start with?
Yeah, I got Elven Light, which is
Elven
one of
Light,
the
yeah.
like, big ones that they said to have.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So we've got starting with 8 damage on it. So that will probably be our first active quest, I'm guessing. All right, so we are ready to begin, I think. Oh, let me get a score sheet out.
We're not ready,
The scenario name is Intruders in Chetwood.
You say Chetwood?
Chetwood, yes. It's an area northeast of Bree. 3 players. Me, Lizzie, and Emily. All right, ready to start tracking the rounds. So we'll start with the resource phase. So all heroes get a resource. And we get to draw a card. There's no Gandalf's delay.
Oh, huzzah. You know, I honestly forgot about that part.
I got a veteran axe hand.
Stand and fight.
Nice.
Hey, that's a dwarf. He belongs to me.
Is he?
Pretty sure. He belongs to me.
Yes, he is. A dwarf warrior.
I got a pitch card for your lady.
Cool.
All right. And we're done with this, right? Okay. So then we go to the planning phase. So I am going to put Celebrian Stone on Halberad.
That is super nice to get out right away.
Because he does not have to, so you know what, let's throw it on Eowyn actually, or whichever one of your characters you want to put it on. I usually always throw it on Eowyn when I have her, but because I know she's always going to quest. So that's 2 purple resources. And And then I will play a Dunedain Hunter for 0. So I need to reveal the first 5 cards.
Of the encounter deck?
Or just so you don't reveal them. Search the top 5 cards of the encounter deck for a non-unique enemy and put it into play. Engage with you.
Well, at least you don't have to do the one reveal stuff.
So could you hand me the top 5 cards? See what we got. Oh, we got another Orc War Party.
Ew.
And that's the only enemy.
No! Those are pretty bad.
Mm-hmm.
I'm assuming you have like feint and stuff in your deck.
Yes, I do.
Okay, that's cool.
And we'll have to remember that it can only be used in the combat phase. That was one of the mistakes we made in breaking our last attempt at breaking of the Fellowship. No, it was our second attempt.
Oh, we lost.
Yeah. Yeah, we got destroyed the first time.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't even make it past the first stage. Yeah, we did make quite a few mistakes, I found out afterwards. But
That's fine.
we collectively decided we're going to still take it as a win.
You live and learn.
Yeah, one of them was with using feint
As Anna Montana said, nobody's perfect.
during the quest phase, which
You
is
live and you learn it.
not allowed.
Well, but like you said, there was like
Yeah,
an
for
attack
That one was fixed.
For that
There
one
was
at
a-
least, it was, yeah, that one was fixable.
because you were gonna faint the one in the combat, and if you didn't do the encounter
Right.
one, so
Yep. So,
it would've
because that
equaled
enemy
itself
ended
out.
up attacking the same and actually got this exact same shadow card both times. So,
Well, then it couldn't have been one.
Exactly.
yeah.
The universe card.
All right.
Yeah.
And then once,
You live and you learn
after you engage an enemy, if you control at least one Dunedain hero, spend 1 resource to put Ranger of Cardolan into play from your hand under your control. At the end of the round, if Ranger of Cardolan is still in play, shuffle it into the owner's deck. So he just gets to stick around for 1 round, but that's okay. All right, so that's my
6 rounds for 1 year. 0.
the Ranger of Cardolan, my 4
Oh.
guy that only cost me 1.
Oh,
If you pay for him normally, he'll
he'll stay.
stay out normal.
So it's kind of like a sneak attack. Huh?
Kind of.
Nice.
All right, that's it for me.
All right. Oh, I forgot to give my extra stuff. I got
Did
too
you draw a
excited.
card?
Yeah, I got too excited by us drawing a card. I forgot to give him the resources. Okay, what about this on you? Because you are the king, so you can be king of the mountain.
Okay. What does that do?
Exhaust king under the mountain to look at the top 2 cards of your deck. Add 1 to your hand, discard the other one.
Nice. Yeah, Elizabeth playing that door starter deck, she'll probably end up going through her whole deck
Yeah.
because it's got tons of card draw
Well, tons of cards on a lot of
and a lot of discarding. Yeah, discarding stuff off the top of your deck.
Mhm. Okay.
Okay.
And then I will play Legacy of Durin. Put that on Biffer. So after you play a dwarf character from your hand, exhaust this to draw a card.
Nice.
And then I will. And then I'll play Erebor Record Keeper for 1. And exhaust this to draw a card. Excuse me. Dang it. Another discard card that I drew.
Yeah.
And then I will play Arid Nimrace Prospector.
Okay.
After he enters play, discard the top 3 cards of your deck, then choose and shuffle 1 card from your discard pile back in your deck. So card 1, card 2, Thor's map, and card 3. Yes! So I will also play an Arid Fluid Miner, because once he's discarded...
Because you discarded him, right?
Yeah, you get to put
Yeah.
him in for, once he's discarded, he goes in for 3.
Yep.
Alright, so what's left of my discard is 2 We Are Not Idols and a Thor's map. Thor or Thror?
Thor.
Kind of feel like I need to shuffle one of these back in because I only have 3 of them.
Yeah.
2 of them are sitting right here, so I'll do this one. And I have another one of these guys in my hand, so.
Okay.
And that was to pay for that guy, so I'm done.
Okay. Emily?
See, that's why I wanted to get extra resources.
I'm gonna play Northern
I ended
Tracker
up getting
Okay.
5 more cards out.
for 4.
Oh, yeah. Being able to get him out right away was worth putting 4 damage on there.
Who, Northern Tracker?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Because he can put a progress on every location in the staging area.
Yeah, except if it says immune to player cards.
Right.
And then let's
But just
see.
locations, right?
I think I'll use. Well, so if I use Arwen's action, I can't use it for anything else, correct?
Right.
Like that would exhaust her.
What's
Unless
your
you have
action
some
again?
way to ready her.
Discard a card to add a resource to a Noldor or to Aragorn.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
Do you
Nice.
need
So
a
you can feed me
resource?
resources?
His action is
Um,
that you guys can feed him resources. So he can take someone's resource and give it to himself.
Right.
Because I need to discard this Elven Light card for it to do any good. I mean, I also have
Right.
the Elven Jeweler card, but I don't know that I really want to discard. I don't really have a second card that I would want to
What's
discard. Right
Elven
now.
Light?
Yeah. What does it do?
The Elven Light.
Yeah.
It has to be played from my discard pile, and it lets me return it to my hand and then draw a card.
Oh, so you can just like keep discarding it?
Well, you have to pay a resource to do it, but yeah, you like if it's in your discard pile, you pay a resource, and then you put it back in your hand and draw another card.
How do you get it in your discard pile? Can you just discard cards?
Well, Arwen's thing is
she
to
has a
discard
lot of-
card.
She has a lot
I
of
see.
abilities that let her
Eowyn's
discard
thing.
cards.
I got you.
Yeah. This Elven, that's the other thing I was talking about. The Elven Jeweler, instead of paying resources for it, you can discard 2 cards from your hand to put it into play.
I mean, I didn't start with the extra resources like you guys did, so I wouldn't mind getting an extra one from that.
Right. There you go.
Okay, is that it?
Yep.
Alrighty. So quest phase,
Did you say you drew a veteran accent or you played
Yeah.
one?
I
Okay.
drew one.
I was say because since he is a dwarf,
Yeah.
he gets the bonus from Dane too.
And what bonus is that?
+1 willpower, +1 attack when he's ready.
Nice.
So just keep that in mind.
Okay. All right. So for the quest phase, so Urian has 2 willpower, 2 attack, 2 defense. Actually, 3 willpower because of his pendant. Because there are 2 quests in play right now. We will make the protect the innocent the active quest.
Good idea.
And I will send Halberd, because he doesn't have to exhaust the quest, because I have at least 1 enemy engaged with me. So that's 2. And then let's send Wow, that guy has 3 attack. What does this guy need to kill? So Aragorn's giving him -1 shield. So he needs 8 to kill. So Aragorn is 3. He's 3.
2.
Yeah, and either Irian or Halbarad could contribute the other 2.
But you also need a blocker for him.
Right. Well, I figured I'd use, because this guy's going to be going away anyway, I'd just let him die.
Please remember each time. Oh, okay, good. Just 1 damage.
So we would add 1 damage to that
I thought when you first wrote
whenever a character takes damage, right?
Yeah, I thought it was like however much damage they take
No.
goes here.
No, that would be
And I
bad.
was like, oh my gosh.
All right. So I think I'm going to send Irian as well. So that's another 3. So that's 5. And then I think I'll send Amarthiel as well. While you're engaged with at least 1 enemy, he gains the... All right, so he's got the tactics icon now too. So he can pay for red cards as well. We'll send him... I don't know. He's kind of not worth sending on the quest because he's got 3 attack and 3 defense.
I wonder if there's a way he can get captured or something.
Might be.
Because like it's weird that it says, like the way that it says it is weird.
The way that it says...
If the first player does not have control of that guy.
Oh, right.
So I'm wondering if there's a card that
There might be. All right. Yeah, I think I'll just... How much do we have in the staging area right now?
2, 4, 6, 9. But this could change if more quest cards get cut.
Right.
From here.
Right.
But that would also mean his changes too. So
Right.
It'd be like 1 for 1.
Yeah. Okay. I think that's all I'm going to send.
Okay. I'm going to send him because he can't do anything else.
Mm-hmm.
So 2, 3, 4.
So all your dwarves are getting +1 willpower right now, right?
Yes.
4. So we're up to 9.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, you don't necessarily have to take an enemy. Or
I know.
an
I
enemy,
wish because we have to break struck by each enemy left in the staging area. Like,
Oh,
I
right.
don't know.
Yeah. I mean, we may not draw any more enemies.
Right,
so.
that's what I'm saying. I think I'll leave 1 back. Well, I guess I could just defend. Like, leave Dane back as a defender. So I send all this 2, 4 plus 6, that'd be 10.
You're
Total
sending
is that
10
what,
total?
19?
It puts us at... No, I sent 5.
Oh, I thought you said
So that's 15. Well, we were up to 9
no.
with your first 2 that you said.
And we said there's 9 in the staging area?
Yeah.
Right now.
Right now.
You're sending 6 for sure, right? That's what A1's up to? 7 for sure. Because I'm also going to
Because Northern Tracker, yeah.
Okay. Possibly 10 if I send it with.
Yeah, you might as well. Because you don't want to be taking enemies anyway, so.
Correct. Yeah, I'll go ahead and send 2 more.
2 more. So 17.
And then 10.
You're
for
sending
me,
10.
And a progress on every
So
location.
27. Yep. Yeah, once you get 2 or 3 of those Northern Trackers out, we can burn through locations so fast. All right. So that's 27 willpower, and we can potentially boost Aowen by another 3. So my card is Weight of Responsibility. When revealed, reveal 1 encounter card for each quest card in play.
That's 2. So card 1
is just 1 card. Feels kind of thick. Sudden Assault. When revealed, If the total willpower of characters committed to the quest is greater than the total threat in the staging area, each enemy in the staging area makes an immediate attack against the first player. If no attack is made this way, search the encounter deck and discard pile for an Orc War Party and add it to the staging area. Shuffle the encounter deck. This effect cannot be canceled.
Holy cannoli.
Yeah, I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah.
Okay. And it sounds like you shuffle the encounter deck whether or not you have to search it or not.
It doesn't say like then
No.
shuffle.
It just says
line.
shuffle the encounter deck.
Hmm.
So Orc War Party makes an attack against me
Yeah.
with 6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And a shadow card, right? Yeah, because he's making an attack.
See, I knew this was gonna how this was gonna go because everyone got their really good cards in their starting hand. And
Well,
every time we
looks
all
like,
started good cards,
Dunedain Hunter's taking that one on the chin.
we
What do we got? No shadow effect. That's a good one to get rid of too, because it's a doomed 2.
Nice.
Oh my gosh. Pressing me.
So that's going to kill the Dunedain Hunter. I get overcome by grief. Oh no, wait, that was the last campaign.
I was like, what?
And another damage on Protect the Innocent.
And card number 2.
That was only the first one?
Yeah.
Man.
From your draw
Yeah.
cards.
Surprising Speed. When revealed, each player returns one enemy engaged with them to the staging area. If no enemy was returned to the staging area this way, Surprising Speed gains Surge and Doomed 1. So my Orc War Party goes back, which means nothing right now.
No, because
He lost his tactics icon, but that doesn't really matter. He was already committed to the quest, so he still is unexhausted.
Oh my gosh.
What's yours?
It's an Angmar orc who looks really disgusting. Engagement doesn't matter. When revealed, either discard one ally from play or reveal an additional encounter card. Which really sucks.
Yeah, but probably discarding an ally is probably better.
I know, but it sucks.
So who are you discarding? Not Northern Tracker. And not this guy, because I need him to defend.
I have another one in my hand, so I can just replace it.
So how much does that take away? 2. So we're down to 25 willpower.
I don't like this already. It's your turn, Emily. Draw a card and see what terror awaits us.
Angmar Captain.
Ugh.
3 threat, 5 attack, 2 shields, 5 health. Orc. Forced. After Angmar Captain attacks and destroys an ally, discard the top card of the defending player's deck. If the discarded card is an ally, Angmar Captain makes an additional attack against the defending player.
Yikes.
Not me. Not my deck is ally.
Okay.
A lot of heckin' enemies.
Mm-hmm. So what's our threat at?
A lot.
3, 6, 9, 2, 4, 6, so 15. What's this?
2.
So 17?
17. We sent 25.
Well, we ended up with 25.
Right. So that's 8 progress.
Probably do. Yeah.
So we remove 8 damage from Protect the Innocent, which leaves just
I could-
1.
Because I have another one of these in my hand, and I can't ever use it again.
Right. You're gonna pitch a card
I guess
to
I'll do it while this is the active quest, I guess.
remove the last damage from Protect the Innocent. So it's clear now.
Hooray.
We've protected the innocent.
All right, travel phase. Let's see what we got here. Oh, did you give this one +2 threat?
Oh, no, I did not.
Because the current quest was a side quest. So we actually still have 2 damage left on it.
Unless anybody else wants to pitch a card for you.
Right.
Well, I can't. You're the only two that can.
I would rather not.
Do you have like a discard card that you have in there? In
Huh?
your hand? Like one that you need discarded?
The only card that's like that is Elven Light.
I mean, having 2 on there I don't think is bad.
Yeah.
You can have up to 19.
I mean, I guess I could do. I don't really understand the importance of this Elven Jeweler card.
So, hang on a sec. That needs 4. That's contributing 2 threat right now. All of the locations are only contributing 2 right now, right?
But the one can get higher.
Yeah.
While this is in the staging area, forged at the beginning of the quest phase, return 1 enemy engaged. Yeah, I think we want to get rid of this one as soon as possible, or get it out of the staging area at least. So we're going to travel to the borders of Breland, which still needs 3 more progress. Alrighty. So then encounter phase. Optional engagements. I will take one of the orc war parties back. Are you going to engage anything out, Lizzie? I should be able to, assuming I kill this guy, which I should be able to. There's 3, 6, 8. I'll get to engage another enemy. So like I could pull this guy, well, depending on which one you want to take.
I guess I could take the little puny dude.
Okay.
Because Dane can defend him this time, and I can try to take him next time.
Right.
Oh, he still takes 6 though. Dang.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get 6 attack together.
Well, you're gonna have Irian next turn,
Oh yeah. Okay.
so he'll have 2 attack.
Okay. Yeah, I probably could do that.
If you don't send him questing.
Yeah, I'd have to hold back. This.
Can Dane take a 6 attack?
A 6 attack? No. Well, I mean, he'd be over halfway dead if he did.
Right. Oh, so you're talking about taking the
Yeah, I said this guy.
the Angmar orc.
Yeah, I said the puny guy, but
Right.
then I said he still takes 6 to kill him.
Right.
Here's a hit for it.
I mean, or you could not take anybody. When is it that we have to raise our threat?
The refresh phase. End of the refresh.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so if I kill this guy and then pull this guy down, then we'll only have 1 enemy still in there at the end of the refresh phase. Oh, right. I didn't see that guy there.
Somebody's not taking anything.
Right.
um,
What is that guy's thing again? If he destroys somebody, he makes an additional attack?
You discard a
you
card, and
discard
if it's
the
an
top
ally,
card.
he makes an additional attack.
Okay. But only if he destroys somebody.
Correct.
So if a hero blocked him and...
well,
Didn't
yeah,
die.
attacks and destroys an ally.
Okay, yeah. Alright.
Yeah, I guess I'll leave him there.
Okay.
Focus on questing, I suppose.
Alright. So then combat phase. Shadow card. The Ranger of Cardolan will defend. Either exhaust a hero you control or return attacking enemy to the staging area after this attack.
Well, that sucks.
Boo.
Does it matter if you exhaust somebody? I mean, you have 3 people already.
I know, but then I won't be able to kill it.
Oh.
Alright, and then I'll attack for 6. He has 2 defense, so 4 gets through. Yep,
You did how much attack?
6. And he has -1 shield because of Aragorn.
Can I play this card at any time? I know I can't go on that guy,
Action?
but
No, during planning phase only.
Only actions can be played, like, not during the planning phase.
Yeah. Yeah, attachments, allies and attachments can only be played during the planning phase. Events can be played during any phase unless they're restricted.
well, if you can take at least
But
one
this
attack.
can't have attachments.
I know,
Right.
but if you could take at least one attack from the Angmar captain, I can throw a forest snare on him. Or if somebody can take at least one attack from him.
Okay, refresh phase. End of round 1.
Raise our threat by 2 then?
Well, we raise our threat by 1 normally,
Right, and
and then an
Okay,
additional
At the end of the
3.
refresh phase, 1 for each enemy.
Right, so
Oh.
raise it by a total of 4.
resource.
Yep, pass the start player stuff, so you get Irian.
I think it's supposed to be Yariel. I was reading a Lord of the Rings Elven pronunciation guide.
Oh yeah,
He's not an elf.
he's not
Oh, he's
elvish
not?
though. He's a
No,
Duna. He's a Dunedain.
He's a human.
Oh,
Yeah.
well then I have no. But in Elven, you would pronounce it Yariel.
Yeah, well, he's not elvish or French.
Okay. Resource phase.
My
Actually, Yariel.
Draw a card.
Aura's thing is that if I control at least 5 dwarfs, I get another card.
I got a Snowborn Scout.
So I'm drawing 2 cards.
Another chump blacker.
Ooh, cool.
And he can put a progress on a location. Ooh, so he could put a progress on rugged country, and then when Northern Tracker does his thing, that'll explore it.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm gonna do this to draw 2 cards, add 1, discard 1. Oh wow, what a tough choice.
Healing herbs.
Or healing herbs. Alright, well, I guess I'll just go ahead and play this. I guess I could put it on Corfi too. It's just a book hero.
Has to go on a lore hero.
You have to exhaust the hero to use it.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll play this Boash.
She's asleep.
This guy. So, with responses, I get to choose which one triggers first, right?
I think if they're both triggered by the same trigger condition, yeah.
Okay, yeah, because this one on him is after he enters play, do this.
Yeah,
This one is after you play a dwarf character, do this.
yeah.
So,
So I think you could
It's
choose
the same
choose
action
the
as
order.
triggering.
so if I want to draw a card first or discard the top 3 first. I'll discard the top 3 first. What? Seriously, why? With every discard effect that I have, one of these shows up. Yes.
Hidden cache.
After hidden cache is discarded from your deck, add 2 resources to the resource pool of a hero you control. It's way better than if you get it in your hand.
Mm-hmm.
Then you have to pay a resource to draw a card.
If you do run through your whole deck, do you just reshuffle?
You're
You
done.
just don't draw anymore.
Uh,
Well, you're not done. You just don't draw any more cards.
You're done with cards.
Just play what you have left. There are cards that let you reshuffle your discard pile back into your deck, though.
Over here. Yeah. Okay. That was card 2. This is card number 3. A Gandalf. I have a Gandalf in my hand, so. Then I get to choose 1 from my discard to put back in my deck. I think maybe I'll throw this Thor's map back in.
Okay.
Because he's pretty cool.
Anything else?
Yeah, I have to draw my card from. What's his face? This picture this guy. So then I exhaust that to draw a card. Yes, I'm so glad I put them on there. Gloin! Okay, while you control at least 5 dwarf characters, Gloin gains response. After you play Gloin from your hand, choose a hero, add 2 resources to that hero's resource pool. So it's like the cash, but I can give it to anybody.
Nice.
So who needs 2 resources?
could use them, but I don't.
That's when he enters play.
need them that badly. I'm also going to be drawing another.
I was like, if
card.
no one needs them, I can.
I mean, I'll
just
also
take
be
them
drawing
myself.
another card this turn, so I don't know if I need it or not.
And I have what I need to play Sword and Snowborn Scout. I could play Dunedain Hunter, but I don't know if I want to get another enemy engaged with me. And I have enough for Axe Hand, so I don't really need them right now.
Done?
That's fine, because then I can play. I have enough to play that during Songman, which gives any dwarf +2 everything for the
Okay.
phase.
That's just a one-time thing when he enters
Yeah, just
play.
when he enters play. And only if I control 5 dwarves.
Right. But I think he counts as one of the 5.
Silver Hand.
What's
Which
that?
it's an attachment, and after a card is discarded from your hand, I can exhaust Silver Heart to return the card to my hand. So I will discard this card to use Arwen's ability to get a resource, and then I will use Silver Heart to put back in my hand, and then I will use this to take this and draw a new card. Hanumar's Riverside.
Hanuman!
You paid a resource to get the, what's that thing called?
Elven Light.
Elven Light back from your discard pile.
Yeah, that's why I discarded one to put
And that lets
a
you draw a
resource
card.
on Arwen. Yeah.
Nice.
Is anybody planning on? Well, I guess we don't know if there's going to be more enemies. Do we think we'll probably need Forest Snare this round?
I mean, you have to play it right now, right?
Oh, that's right. Yeah. So yeah, I don't have anybody.
Right, because he can't take attachments. So.
It's not one that you can, like, put out and let them fall into.
No.
No.
You have to attach it to a.
It has to be an
engaged
enemy already engaged with somebody. It's not a trap.
And I'll use his ability.
What, isn't a snare essentially a trap?
Yes, it is. It's literally a picture of like one of those net traps that you like step into and it'll like. I guess it went over top of them. The top card of the encounter deck is Angmar Marauder.
It's an
Who's
enemy.
an orc. Yeah, he's gonna add 3 threat. And after he attacks and destroys an ally, you return it to the staging area. That sucks.
Mm-hmm.
If he attacks and destroys an ally, then he goes back to the staging area.
So you can't chump block him. I mean, you can, but
You
then
don't want to.
You won't get to attack him.
Right. That's all.
Okay.
Did you give him +1 from his little thing?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep, I did. Over to me.
Mm-hmm.
Snowborn Scout. Place of progress on a location. We'll put one on, what is that, Rugged Country. And then I'll pay another purple for Sword of Numenor. Attached to a Dunedain or Gondor hero, restricted. Attached hero gets +1 attack. Response: after attached hero participates in an attack that destroys an enemy with 5 or more printed hit points, exhaust Sword of Numenor to add 1 resource to attached hero's resource pool. That's going on Aragorn. And then I will pay 2 for a veteran axe hand. So that's what I have now. All right. Quest phase. What's our active quest going to be? The main quest?
Yep.
Okay.
2, 3, 4. Five, 6, 7. Trying to see if I can leap back enough to kill that.
How much does that Angmar Captain attack for?
5.
Ouch.
Yeah.
We need some Gondor and shields up in here. Okay, so if I leave enough back to take his attack and kill him, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Oh wait, I forgot this guy. He didn't end up dying, but he was supposed to
Yeah, he goes away.
get shuffled back into my deck at the end of the round.
I'm sending 10.
10 total?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh wait, I have that card.
You have a card?
Yeah, lots of cards. 3, 5. Okay, so 1 second. I'm gonna not send him and send him instead.
Okay.
So 2,
One more.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Where's that? 2,
3.
3. That's right. Okay. Yeah, he's actually 2 because of him.
Right.
So
11.
So you're sending 11?
yeah. I forgot I have a card that can give one of my guys +2 attack. So
Okay.
I don't need as many people.
10 for me.
Okay. 21.
And 2 progress on each of these.
1 progress on each.
Oh, yeah. This one.
So rugged country is explored.
Are you only the ones in the staging area?
Just
Does it have any win explored?
Nope.
Yeah, it's just in the staging area for Northern Tracker. Snowborn Scout, you can put his on anywhere. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. So I need him as a blocker. This guy he's got 2 defense. And he just needs 2 more. So he needs 4 to kill, which Aragorn can kill him by himself now. So I could potentially have... Well, he's definitely going because he doesn't have to exhaust the quest. So that's 2 more for sure. Puts us at 23.
Don't forget, he'll get. Because I don't think
Right.
he's gonna. I shouldn't have to exhaust him. So he'll get an extra attack. And
It's just willpower and attack that get boosted.
defense.
So he'll be hitting for 3. That's all I'm going to send. It's just 2. So 23. I feel like I'm slacking after being the main quester in the last several scenarios.
You and I have switched places.
Mm-hmm.
Here he goes. Angmar Marauder. After he attacks and destroys an ally, return it to the staging area. Oh dear, this shadow effect is terrible. Attacking enemy gets +1 attack for each ally you control.
Ouch. Yeah. Better hope you never get one of those.
Yeah.
And he's 3 threat.
Yep.
Okay, Emily. Don't forget we have this pendant to cancel when revealed or a shadow card if we need to.
What is it?
Pressing needs. Doomed 2.
Okay.
When revealed.
Well, I'm almost into Valor range. Probably will be next round.
Do you have it? Yeah.
Well, he gets a thing. No. His thing is when I'm engaged with at least 2 enemies.
I didn't think any of your guys, at least right now.
Right. I mean, I have stuff in my deck
Do you?
that does.
When revealed, either search the encounter deck and discard pile for an encounter side quest and reveal it, or choose a different quest card in play to be the current quest until the end of the phase. Shuffle the encounter deck.
Up to you.
I mean, like, by revealing a side quest, does that just mean it just goes into play?
Yeah.
Like another one will sit over here.
Right. And usually they have some bad effect while they're in play until we explore them. Or until we defeat them.
But if we change quests, I feel like we're gonna waste a ton of progress on Protect the Innocent.
Maybe.
How many do we need on that one? Or we
Protect the
just,
Innocent.
we
This
just
one
have
just-
to get the damage off?
This one just needs 3, and then this can only take 2 more. But, I mean, what's our threat at right now? And something's threat's going to go up if we get another thing, right?
Right.
But then so will his
So-
willpower,
so-
yeah. So that's kind of a wash.
3, 6, 8, 10, 13. And that's our last card, so.
No, I have to draw a card.
Oh yeah, you just wrote that.
So, yeah, we'll probably waste some progress if we switch the quest.
Alright.
We're probably gonna have to replay this anyway, so might as well look at as many things.
Did that encounter deck get shuffled after that one card I had that said to shuffle it?
Yeah, I thought you shuffled it.
Okay.
The one that you said you shuffle it no matter what? Yeah, you shuffled it. Okay, so we have Orc Rearguard.
Okay.
No more than 3 progress tokens can be placed on the current quest each round, which this one only takes 3.
Okay.
While it is the current quest, it gains forced at the end of the staging step. Reveal 1 card from the encounter deck. Ooh.
Okay.
It's pretty easy to get rid of, though, because it only takes 3 progress.
Right.
Yeah, but we're gonna have to add
But then
that
that's
before.
probably going to make us lose progress if we put that one in right now. If we make more than 6 progress.
Oh, yeah. Lost in the Wilderness.
Well, we can't change that to the current question right now.
I know,
this is just
but
gonna-
it says you can't put
can't. You
3
can only
progress
put
on
3 on
any
whatever.
whatever the
Oh,
active
oh,
quest
I
is,
just meant when that was the
No.
current quest.
as long as it's out. No quest can get more than 3.
There's also Lost in the Wilderness.
Lost in the woods.
4 progress. When revealed, each player places all cards in their hand face down underneath Lost in the Wilderness. When it's defeated, return each card to its owner's hand.
I'd be okay with that.
Interesting.
I don't want that, but I can't kill that guy.
Okay. What's the other one?
There's 2 more.
Oh.
Rescue Aerion. 6 progress. Time 4. So whatever that is, where we put timer markers.
Yeah, so we have 4 rounds to complete it.
When revealed, the first player loses control of Aerion and places him face down underneath this stage. When this stage is defeated, the first player takes control of Aerion and exhausts him. Forced. After the last time counter is removed from the stage, discard Aerion.
Which means we lose
We
the
will
game.
die.
Right. And then Orc Ambush.
That would be bad because we lose 3 progress on the quest.
Yeah. Orc Ambush is
Or 3
4
willpower.
progress. Each orc gets +1 of each stat.
Yeah.
When revealed, each player must search the encounter deck and discard pile for an orc enemy and put it into play engaged with them.
Not that one.
I'm thinking probably
Definitely
orc
not
rearguard.
Which one was that?
The 3 progress one
3 progress
and
most.
the limit one.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
I think that's the least
Exactly.
impactful. Okay,
Shuffle this.
so we now have 3 quests
We also have +1
in place.
progress for our total.
All right, so that gives him another willpower because there's another quest in play. All right, I just need my card. Hopefully it's not one of those that makes me draw 2 more.
Don't put that out in the universe.
It is Rugged Country. If the current quest is a side quest, it gets +2 threat,
It's not.
but it is not.
Okay.
All right, so what's our total threat?
5, 7, 10, 13.
And remember,
16.
that one is 3 now.
16.
16. And we sent 24. So that's 8 progress. So 3 goes on that. And we can't put any more than 3
Right.
on the main quest. So we're now 10% of the way there.
Why did 3 go on this one?
Because it's the
That's-
active
That's
location.
not the main quest. Like,
Oh,
that's
it's not a quest.
You always put progress on the active location first.
Right.
And then we put limited to putting 3
So,
on
I mean, we
the
only
quest.
lost 2 progress.
Yeah, that wasn't bad. Yeah, all the others would have been way worse.
Oh, yeah. Even if we had lost more progress, they still would have been way worse.
Yeah.
Okay, travel phase.
Yep.
So,
This one
Probably
only needs 3 more.
Right.
rugged country. Because that's, if we choose any of these, it's going to be
Right.
4
It's going to bump up more, yeah.
Yeah.
And you'll be able to put another one on that next round. So,
Mhm.
So Rugged Country. And you're the first player, so you get to choose.
I think that makes the most sense.
Okay. And then encounter phase. Are you going to optionally engage anything?
Yeah, I suppose so.
Okay.
No, thank you.
Ready Sam and draw a card. Oh wait, no, you don't get to do that anymore.
Don't lie.
You're not taking any. Let's see. I can defend him with Snowborn Scout, and then Aragorn can kill him. So what else do we have that could
he
be?
only hits for 3.
What could
This
be?
guy.
Yeah, and he 5 would kill him, right?
Yes, because of Aragorn's thing.
Right. Although
You'll
I
have
kind of
to-
want to leave an enemy engaged with me, but
Then you could just not. Well, you'll get to pull something down, because if you kill something.
all right. If
you'll
he
get to
kills
pull
something, yeah, he can pull another one.
So, I mean, if you
Probably the
kill,
Angmar captain, and then Emily can toss forest snare on him,
Yeah.
and then he can just be my permanently engaged enemy that I never have to worry about. Triggers all of my abilities.
Perfect. There you go.
All right, so I'll optionally engage
So you can defend both of them.
the Angmar Marauder. Yeah, I'll just jump with the axe hand. Or I guess I could defend with Amarthiel. And then have... Because he's got +1 still, attack still, right?
Yes.
So then these 2 could kill him. So yeah.
Okay. So
Combat phase.
Shadow card.
Yep. And he gets the
Shadow
first one.
card. Shadow card. Okay. This guy. This guy is gonna defend. No shadow effect.
Good.
Oh my. It's the Shrouded Hills. Its threat is the number of quest cards. Oh, we already have
Yeah,
it.
we already got one of those out.
Oh, well, I didn't hear you guys say this other part, that when there's only one quest card, it surges.
Yeah,
Missed
when
that
you
part.
draw it. Yeah, that's when I was going over them at the beginning. I was saying
I
that
know,
would be
I'm
a good
saying I
one to
missed
start
it.
with. That doesn't go into play. It's just his shadow
Oh,
card.
yeah. I'm tired.
Yeah, if we draw that off the encounter deck and there's only one quest card in play, then it
Okay,
gains surge.
you defend.
Yep. Snowborn Scout will defend the Orc War Party. And they get either exhaust a hero you control or return attacking enemy to the staging area after this attack.
You have to do what now?
It's that same one where I gotta exhaust a
Hero.
hero
Oh,
or send him back.
Oh, you're not a dwarf character, so I could do that. I was like, man, if I had a brain resource and could do that, then I could ready you, but you're not a dwarf.
I guess I won't. I guess I'll exhaust him again and won't kill this other guy. So that kills the Snowborn Scout, which puts a damage on Protect the Innocent.
You should still be able to kill that other guy, though, right? And so you can pull that guy.
I can kill the Orc War Party, yeah. I mean, depending on what happens here.
True.
So Amarthiel will defend this one. No shadow effect. It was another Angmar captain.
Good.
Okay, player attacks.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna play Durin's Song
Okay,
and choose Ori.
okay.
To give him +2 everything until the end of. Oh. I thought it was the end of the phase.
Till the end of the round.
Yeah. It doesn't matter because we were capped on that, so.
Right.
Yeah, I could have sworn it said end of the phase. Maybe I'm thinking of that Hobbit one.
Yeah.
Because that was the phase.
Halfling
Anyway,
determination.
yeah. Anyway, so because he's still ready, he has 5 attack.
Okay.
So 5, 6, 7. Kill him. Got him.
Nice.
I have no one. Kill him. Kill the thing.
Yep. So Well, first I'll have Veteran Axe Hand. He's boosted, right?
Mhm.
So he's attacking for 3 against this guy who only has 1 defense. So he takes 2 damage.
Is airborne like always present ability?
Yeah. All enemies engaged with me get -1 defense. And then Aragorn will hit for 4 now, thanks to the sword, which is enough to kill the Orc War Party. And so I will trigger his response after attached hero participates in an attack that destroys an enemy with 5 or more printed hit points. His thing is choose an enemy not engaged with you and engage that enemy. And then I'm exhausting the sword because he participated in an attack that destroyed an enemy with 5 or more printed hit points to add 1 resource to attached hero's resource pool.
Nice.
And then that gets discarded. And I now have 2 enemies engaged with me, which means he'll get 2 resources. Alright, so that's the combat phase. Refresh phase. Raise threat by 1, +1 for each enemy in the staging area.
Which is 1.
So I am now at 40. I'm in Valor range. Valor mode activate. End of the second round. Refresh phase. So Aragorn gets 1. Halbarad gets 1. Amarthiel gets 2. Because I have 2 enemies engaged with me.
I still get to draw 2 cards.
Draw 1 card.
Yes.
Another Veteran Axe Hand. You draw your card, Em. All right.
Dang it,
You are up first for planning phase.
Let's see. We'll do.
Would you be able to do your special fancy thing to give me another purple resource?
Maybe. Oh wait, doesn't get discarded. Forest Snare.
Nice.
And that guy.
So you just never attack them.
Yep. Attached enemy cannot attack.
He's just keeping him as a little pet.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna train him to be a good boy.
So you need a resource, huh?
That would be cool because then I can get this long beard all the way out. Help us start placing automatic progress if the cards are in our favor.
Oh, yeah, this card I have has Valor action.
This
So
card.
instead of just choosing a hero and that hero doesn't exhaust to attack or defend, I can now choose a player and all of that player's heroes don't exhaust to attack or defend.
Dang.
Yeah.
Forever or
For-
once?
For till the end of the phase.
Oh, okay. Just forever. Always beast mode.
And it costs 4.
Okay.
But he has red as long as I have an enemy engaged with me, and I always will now. So
Oh, just 1? Oh, 2 is that he gets extra resources.
yeah,
Just 2 people.
The
Yeah.
top
I thought it was flip flop.
The top encounter card is that Lost in the Wilderness side quest, which is going to take all our cards. So you might want to play as many
and
cards.
put
as
them
you can.
underneath that.
Yeah. So knowing that,
Scary.
I'm gonna. I will discard 2 cards to put Elven Jeweler out. Then I will use this Silver Hand to
Yeah,
take
okay
one
with
of
that.
them back. Which one do I keep in my hand? Does anybody have allies in their discard pile yet? You probably do.
I do. Snowborn Scout and Dunedain Hunter.
I have Gandalf. He costs 5. And
Ooh,
I have
however,
I have a Prospector.
since that's a when revealed, can I use a test of will to cancel that from happening? And then we just don't have to put our cards there?
No, because
Oh.
if you remember,
I don't. Yes. Are they immune to player card effects or something?
not that, but it says because side quests are quest cards as well as encounter cards, the when revealed effects of side quests cannot be canceled by player card effects.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I have a Gandalf and I have a Prospector.
Okay, I know how much is your prospect?
2.
I'll keep testing. Fight in my hand. Okay, that's all.
You just
for
got
me.
rid of a test of will? Wee woo!
Yeah. That
Can't
could
really
be
My Prospector
that could be
is
crucial.
My Prospector is that cool.
Okay, that's all. For
Done?
Me.
All right. I'm just putting out another veteran axe hand for 2 reds.
Party without you.
Come join my dwarf party.
That's it.
Okay, here's what's going down. We're going to King of the Mountain.
Okay.
Ooh, Aragorn Hammersmith. Anyone got any attachments?
In the discard pile? No.
Ooh. Anyone got extra resources laying around?
No.
I have a few. Why?
Well, I can take it and give it to Biffer and put Bomber out, which we get to choose any location and it gets -1 threat.
Hey, is
But
your
it was-
person that took my resource Noldor?
No.
You can't have it then.
Then why did you give it to
Because
me?
I forgot about that. It has to be Noldor or Aragorn. Do you need a resource for Aragorn?
He's noble.
Not good enough.
I mean, I don't need it now, but resources are always good to have.
Well, in that case, I don't have anything to spend it on.
Okay.
Got my Elven Light back in my discard pile. So.
Nice.
Although I guess I could have done that with Elven Jeweler. Not discard my standing fight.
Ooh.
It's okay.
Well, anyway, back to what I was saying. I guess I could just. Then I can't play him next time.
So it won't help to give you
No, it
a
will.
green resource.
So if I have another green resource, I can put Bomber out, which he gets to choose a location, and it gets -1 threat for until the end of the phase.
Okay.
And if it's an underground location, it counts no threat.
So not when he enters play, but when you can
No,
exhaust
I
him
can
to do that.
exhaust him to do it.
And what's the last part?
If it's an underground location, it doesn't count
Yeah,
at all.
we don't have any underground locations here.
Maybe he's not that great then, because he can just go questing and do the same thing. Essentially. I guess I'll just keep Aragorn Hammersmith.
Okay.
And then play him. Which lets me draw a card.
I don't know if this encounter deck has any attachment removal or not.
Dory!
Dory?
Yeah. I have a Dory, I think. Is there a Nori? I don't remember. I have Dory and Ori. But I can't play him right now.
Okay. Anything else?
No, I'm saving my purples so I can play Longbeard Elder next time.
Okay.
Oh, I don't have attachments.
I do not.
I have this one, so guess that's the one it is then. Got my healing herb back.
Okay.
Well, my other healing herb. I have a discard. Emily, are you questing?
Of course.
Which
Which
quest
quest?
is going to be our active quest?
Yeah, that one.
The Orc Rearguard.
Yeah.
Okay. So we need to make make 6 progress.
There's not really any reason for me to hold them back. There's also not that much reason for me to send them.
Hey, kitties,
We
stop
can
it.
only do so much.
How what's she doing?
Oh, she's ripping your stuff. Oh no, she's in the pipe box. I thought she was ripping the wrapping paper.
Oh.
Why are you weird?
You know what I'm saying? Like, there's not really any reason for me to hold him back, but there's not really that much reason for me to send everybody either, because, like,
Yeah,
we can only do 3 on the main quest.
right. But I mean, we don't want to come up short either.
Yeah. There's probably
I mean,
not
I'm
gonna be
probably
anything for them
I'm
to
probably only
do.
going to send 2 again.
Alright, so I've got 1, 2, 7, or 8, actually.
So he's
11,
He's at
3 now.
including this.
4.
Oh, 4 because of that.
So
yeah.
I'm sending 15.
And then he's going to be 5 when that thing comes out.
Mm-hmm.
So you're sending 15.
Mm-hmm.
I will send my 2 for Halberad. Doesn't have to exhaust. I'm probably going to take that Orc War Party.
Okay. 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
I'll need 2 blockers, but maybe not. We'll see. If another chumpy one comes out, I might take them instead.
I'm doing 12.
You're sending 12.
Yeah.
So that's 29. Plus 3 potentially. Well, no, we won't have any cards to pitch because that quest thing's going to take them all.
Oh, yeah. Goodbye, everyone. Oh, no, Longbeard Elder. I won't be able to play him next time.
No,
What the heck?
you'll get him back eventually. All right.
I want him now.
Emily.
Hmm.
Staging.
Lost in the Wilderness. So each player places all cards in their hand face down underneath Lost in the Wilderness. When it's defeated, return each card to the owner's hand.
Those are my 2.
That's her hand?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know. This is very sad for me.
Yeah, she always has. But you'll get it back up to that in no time.
Well, since I have 5 dwarf characters, I'm drawing 2 during every start
Resource phase. Yeah.
I draw 1 from him. I draw 1 every time I play a dwarf hero.
4th character.
Dwarf character, yeah. I'm getting like 4 cards every time.
My card. Surprising Speed. When revealed, each player returns 1 enemy engaged with them to the staging area. If no enemy was returned to the staging area this way, Surprising Speed gains Surge and Doomed 1. So yeah, we'll send this guy back.
If you send that guy back, does he still have his force there on him? If you
I think so.
Back to the engagement. Or
No,
it doesn't say to take it off.
Right. Yeah, I think it stays on him no matter where he's at.
He's just bagged up. And you just toss
Yep.
him back in. Then you
They
grab him
have
back
the
again.
same. He has 3.
Yeah. I mean, if you kill him, then it goes away, obviously.
Right.
But nope, he's snared for the rest of the game.
Outlying Homestead. Doomed 1. While Outlying Homestead is in the staging area, players cannot reduce their threats. Travel. Reveal a card from the encounter deck.
Okay.
2, 5, 9, plus 3, 12.
12 from 29 is 17.
This this is not.
So we explore the location
And
and we defeat the orc rear guard.
Did we get anything?
10 victory points.
yeah.
Oh, sweet.
Oh, we
I
forgot
think
this
they're
though.
all like that. What?
While orc rear guard is the current quest, it gains forced at the end of the staging step. Reveal one card from the encounter deck.
Oh yeah.
So reveal another one.
Chetwood Forest. Travel. One player chooses and engages an enemy in the air staging area.
And how much threat was that?
3.
So
We
we only made 14 progress
We
instead
Oh,
of
no.
17. So that completes this. 10 points into the victory display.
I think they're all 10 victory points. Or
Nice.
side quests that are in there.
At least we only ever have to worry about them each once.
Yeah.
What is this? Is last one? Victory.
10.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I guess the question is,
Oh, travel thieves.
Do we want to make that the current quest or?
well, that's what I was going to say. I guess the question is, do we just forget about those cards and just keep slamming on this?
Is it?
'Cause,
isn't
I mean,
it
if
only
we-
4 progress?
If we had been able to put 14 progress on this
True.
thing,
True.
we'd be over halfway done.
We also have to get this other orc war party.
Yeah. That'll happen
I
eventually.
don't know. I guess. That's so sad, though.
I mean, the thing, you could take that guy now and finish him off pretty easily, right? 'Cause he only needs
So, look back.
4 more to kill. And then I could take the orc war party. Possibly.
You said he needs 4 to go?
Yeah.
Yes, if a couple things happen. One, I need somebody to give me a green resource. Which, like, it can be any resource, I will make it green.
Right.
And 2, I'd have to use him so you couldn't boost your dwarfs.
Yeah, I don't care.
Okay. Then yes, I can.
Okay.
Wait, is that the ally guy? Which guy is that? Is that the one with something about allies?
After he attacks and destroys an ally, return it to the staging area.
Okay, so one second. 3.
Can you block him with Dane?
Well, if I block him with
Hits for
Dane, I
3.
won't have enough
You won't have enough to kill.
attack. So
Okay.
I'll be 1 short. I'm just trying to think. Yeah, because this is who I left back to defend. He has 3 hit points. So, as long as he doesn't get boosted, then yeah.
Okay.
We gotta. Is Testable the one that canceled Shadowfire?
Yeah, but it's
No.
Lost in the Wilderness right now.
No.
I had both of them in my hand, but they're in Lost in the Wilderness.
And no, it's not. Hasty
I
stroke.
I had that one in my hand.
You got a
I'm
hasty
saying,
stroke
yeah.
too. I mean, this does.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we have to get rid of it.
Just for this scenario, I think.
I don't know. It
It
just
says
says
it
it goes
goes
in the
in the
victory
victory.
display. I don't know if we get it back or
Right.
not.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it depends on whether it says if it's added to the campaign pool or not.
Yeah, I mean, why not? Like I said, we might have to.
Because it depends on whether he's just using his pendant and it gets like 1 use per scenario, or if
Yeah.
he's like actually destroying it to use it,
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
getting rid of it.
Let's just do it.
Well, where do we want to travel to? This one, somebody
It's
has
up
to
to
engage
you.
an enemy. This one, we have to reveal an encounter card. I
I
mean, if
mean,
you
We
guys.
also have
I was
Yeah,
was
that's
planning
true.
on engaging an enemy anyway.
Right, that's what I was thinking.
I mean, that one I'm thinking we just,
Let it finish with Northern Tracker.
yeah. Or the other thing is we let this one finish with Northern Tracker so that we never actually have to do the travel thing.
I guess, but like its travel thing doesn't really mean anything if you were going to engage somebody
Right.
anyways.
True.
I
They're
mean,
both 3 threat right now, right?
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, let's just do
And this
two
one we have to
first.
reveal a card from the encounter deck to travel.
Yeah.
So that'd be a good one to either just leave there the rest of the game or
Yeah. What?
and just keep Northern Tracker.
It's gonna
ping-
take a while.
ping at it.
Takes 8, but still.
Well,
Yeah.
you just need to get your other 2 Northern Trackers out.
Which one?
You gonna do this one? Okay. And I'll take the Orc War Party.
I will not be optionally engaging anyone.
Okay.
Do you want to not optionally engage someone?
Nope. Okay, combat. And this guy does still get a shadow card, even though he can't attack.
Is it gonna like do it? Like does the
It
shadow
just gets
card
to-
reveal?
No,
If they don't attack,
but
it's like
It'll get it.
it churns through the deck faster. Alright, so Veteran Axe Hand will defend against the Orc War Party. And no shadow effect, and it was another Orc War Party.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
So he's dead, and I'm at 5%, so I'm going to need your phone, Emily. We get another damage on Protect the Innocent. All right, and this guy's in the trap, so he does not attack. And then who's
Hammersmith
defending your guy?
is defending. my
Okay.
guy. No shadow effect.
Nice. So does he live?
Yeah.
Nice.
That's set an assault card.
Then we got to draw 2 more.
No,
Oh.
it's if the total willpower of characters committed is greater than the total
Right,
threat.
Then
Each enemy in
Each
the
enemy
staging
makes an
area
attack.
may make an attack against the first player only.
Wow, that could be scary.
Yeah.
All right.
So he's almost dead, but he has survived. Did you put one on the perilous thingy?
Yeah, for my
For mine.
Oh, it's just when they take damage, right?
Yeah.
So Protect the Innocent takes another damage, so up to 5 on that out of 20. Yeah, and then I will attack back with Amarthiel, Halberad,
You go
Aragorn,
first, so yours is gonna be boosted anyway. That's right.
yeah, and Veteran Axe Hand. Yeah, as long as he wasn't defending, yeah. I mean, I didn't need it. I've got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So Orc War Party bites the dust, along with their shadow card buddy. And so I can choose to engage another enemy. Actually,
I was gonna say you could just take
how much did they need to kill? 8?
8.
Yeah. Well, 9. Save 3. Well,
No.
8 for
No,
you.
right. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then I'll engage this guy.
Can you take it from another person?
It's just anything.
It says engage. Choose an enemy not engaged with you and engage that enemy.
That works because then I don't have to take someone's resource.
And also, he had a printed hit points of 5 or more, so I'll exhaust the sword to give Aragorn a resource. And then Veteran Axe Hand will swing for 3, thanks to Dane. And since he only has 1 defense in front of me, that's enough to kill him.
Nice.
And then this
You got
gets
this, Veteran Axiom.
discarded.
Your Dwarven
Good one to
King
get out of there.
is supporting you from afar.
All right. Refresh phase.
And there's no enemies, so we don't have
Correct.
to raise your threat extra.
So just raise your threat by 1. End of round 3.
Resources.
Yes.
Oh look, I have 3 for my long-bearded elder, who is locked in the woods.
And I don't have 2 enemies engaged with me anymore.
He came
So
back to me.
Amarthiel only gets 1. I get Irian.
Look who came back from the woods.
Iarian. Oh, yeah?
It's my long-bearded elder.
No, it's another Longbeard Elder.
No, he's the same. He found his way back to
They're not unique, are they?
No. But he found his way back to me.
All right. Oh, did you ready him when that quest was revealed from the encounter deck?
Why do you have to ready it?
You don't have to. It's a response. It's
No, I
optional.
did not. It wouldn't have made any difference. So
Yeah.
Not when he's in your hands, because you ain't taking them.
All right, and then draw a card. I have Veteran of Osgiliath. He gets +1 willpower, +1 attack, and +1 defense while your threat is 40 or higher.
No one has any condition attachments, so my minor is useless.
No. Well, it's the only card I got, so I guess I'll play him. So he's got 2 willpower, 3 attack, and 2 defense.
King of the Mountain. Cram! Oh, and Thor's map. I don't know that we really need the Thor's map that badly right now. Because we don't really want to switch any of our stuff.
Switch what stuff?
Because it's the thing that you discard it to choose the location of the staging area and immediately make it the active location, even if there's another active location.
All right. I mean, if either of those have a nasty travel effect, we could get around it by doing that. What's the travel cost on...
Reveal an encounter card.
the other one doesn't have one.
I don't know. It's that or a cram, though, so...
Oh, yeah, you probably want cram.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think it's that big of a loss
Yeah.
for that right now. Okay, so I'm gonna put the cram on Dane. Yeah, cram a sandwich in his mouth. And then I'll play a Longbeard Elder. What do we? And I'll get onto this guy so that I can use my resources.
Cram is like a one-time unexpected courage. Doesn't cost anything though, right?
Cram's a sandwich in his mouth and he's ready to go.
I'll pay 1 for my Elven Light.
Oh, sorry. 1 second. Oh, it's another Longbeard Elder. I can't afford him. I forgot. I didn't draw the card for me. Whatever.
I can't afford you right now.
What'd you get, Gandalf?
Yeah.
Wow. Apparently all 3 of my Longbeard Elders were right next to each other.
If you have a way to get a resource, you can.
I sure do.
You said
Yeah.
Gandalf?
Let's do. I'll discard Elven Light to use Arwen's thing to get a resource, and then I'll spend all 5 of them.
We haven't even needed to use Glorfindel's healing at all yet.
Nope.
Or my healing herbs.
Well, we can now though, right?
Should
Is
play
he a hero or anybody?
any character?
So you could heal up
But you have to
Lizzie's.
spend a
Yeah, I'd
resource.
have to spend a resource.
Oh,
Do you need healed? Okay,
If I did, I could just use my healing herbs.
so it's fine. His action is to pay a resource to heal
Right.
him from any character. Play Gandalf and draw 3 cards. Unexpected Courage.
you have to
Gale
exhaust him to
and
do that, right?
Galdor Havens. Yeah, I mean it's his action, so.
What was that one that initially we thought you had to exhaust them to do their thing, but you actually didn't because it was just like an all the time effect. I forget who that was.
I'm down.
Questy, questy.
All right. Well, what do you guys think? Do we want to just try to push hard on the main quest?
Well, I mean, we got Gandalf.
Get a bunch of
so-
progress out there?
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Yeah. You're going to... What did you do for his...
Draw 3 cards.
You drew 3? Okay.
Yeah,
We got some pretty
that we
nice
want to pop
cards.
stuff on.
Yeah. All right. So we'll keep the main... We'll go to the main quest as the active quest.
Oh,
Yeah, what are you doing?
And I will send Halberad because I don't have to exhaust him. And I think I will also send Irion for... He's at 4 right now, right?
Yep.
Did we remember to boost him that? I mean, it didn't matter, but I think we forgot to boost him when that other location came out.
Boost two.
Him.
No.
Because we should have added.
I don't know.
Did we add one to our willpower?
We said when I was sending everybody that he was going to get another one, but I don't know if you bumped the dial up when we actually drew it.
Yeah, I don't remember, but it didn't matter.
I wonder if the end result thing is based on how many you have on here.
Could be. Could be. We probably want to keep that as low as possible before we finish. Veteran of us, Gileath, we'll go ahead and send him 2.
27.
So that's another 2.
30 progress.
Yeah, we're not going to finish it this time. But I'd like to get a good chunk on it. And then maybe we switch back here to get some of that off before we finish. I mean, is there any cards in there that you really want to get back?
I had Hasty Stroke and Test of Will.
So, yeah, maybe. I mean, it'll be up to Lizzie, but we might go to that one next time. All right, so I'm sending 8 total.
3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. But his is that after he commits to the quest, look at the top card of the encounter deck. If it's a location, put a progress on the current quest. If not, he loses 1 willpower.
Well, you could have had Emily peek first, so you'd know.
Yeah, but with him being up, it kind of like cancels out his losing one, so
Yeah.
it's not a location.
Okay.
It's an Angmar Marauder. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, what did I say? 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16.
16 more.
Yep.
That's 24.
$16. And 1 for each location in the staging area.
Nice. So we're at 40.
Nice. I feel like you need to put your unexpected courage on R1.
How much thread is in the staging area?
Right now, 5.
So we might finish it.
That's what I was saying. I doubt that we'll only end up with the 5.
How many do we need on that thing?
10.
I mean, we can pitch 3 cards too.
Yeah.
So
How much do we need for that? 30? And we've got
yeah, we
30
need
down
3
already?
for this and 27 for that.
Oh, so we do need 30 down.
Yeah. Okay.
Here's your Angmar.
Angmar Marauder. After he attacks and destroys an ally, return it to the staging area.
Angmar Orc. When revealed, either discard 1 ally from play or reveal an additional encounter card. I think I'll choose that guy. Just kidding.
I mean, I have my Elven Jeweler that doesn't really do anything now that she's out.
Okay.
She's just 1 willpower.
Okay.
That'll put us down to 39.
Get her out of here. And draw a card.
She was a chump blocker, but...
No.
Where does she
Draw a
draw?
card.
Oh. I was like, okay. Outlying Homestead. Doomed 1.
No.
While in the staging area, players cannot reduce their threat. Travel will reveal a card from the encounter deck. It's the same as this
Another one of those.
2, 4, 6,
plus 9?
no,
Or 6, I mean.
12.
12.
Yeah, I think we did it. What if we pitch cards?
So that's 12 is...
How many did we have?
Problem is I don't have a card to pitch, so...
You said we have 39 on the dial.
Yes.
So we made 7. We made 17 progress. Wait. 27 progress.
Oh, so we'd be short
Yeah.
still.
Yeah, because I don't have a card to pitch.
Wow.
That's okay. We
But
can.
if you guys each want to,
Next round we can.
if you each want to pitch one, we'll only be 1 away.
I don't know if I have.
I mean, if you don't, we'll be 3 away.
Yeah,
So
I guess I can pitch this minor. He doesn't really do much since there's no conditions.
right. Okay, so that puts us back to 40.
Yeah, do the scratch and whatever. She's not
So 41.
anything super special.
So we made 29 progress. So 3 explores the Chetwood Forest. And 27 goes on the main quest.
So do we want to just finish it this time, or do we want to take that damage off of Protect the Innocent and then finish it?
I'm kind of
That would be my vote, because I have a feeling that if there's too much damage on there,
Like, there was that. What was that one where we like had to save the villagers? or
it might have some kind of negative impact going
It was
forward.
Like if you have this many on here, bad things happen.
Right.
So that's what I'm a little concerned about. I know 5 isn't a lot because we would have to get to 20
Yeah.
to lose,
But
but
still, I think we can take the time to take that off.
So, hang on.
the problem is we're gonna have to reshuffle the deck, which means that all the
You
orc
need
war
3
parties are
more.
gonna go back.
No, 20, sorry. I said we made 27 progress, but that was total. So we
Yeah.
made 3 of it went on there, so we have 24
Yep.
Oh,
And there was 3 already on.
that goes on here. So there's 20 plus 4 more. Right, so we have 27 progress on the main quest now. 5 damage on Protect the Innocent. And we don't really care about Lost in the Wilderness at this point. Okay.
If you need, I can let you use your veteran axe hand twice.
Okay. So encounter phase.
I don't want to. So you first. So. I will assist you from afar. That guy's a little puny baby.
Right. I'll take the Angmar Marauder.
Just don't let him kill an ally. He's so good
No,
at
I'm going to defend with
staging.
Marthiel.
I don't want anything, and Emily doesn't want anything. Do you want a second?
Okay.
screen?
can you do
Oh, I
that?
can't. Yeah.
Yeah, you can.
Who is it that lets me do that? This guy. Halbrad lets me optionally engage an additional. No. I'll take him after I kill that guy.
Here's the card. And here's the card.
He gets the first one. All right, so Marthiel will defend. And it is defending character gets -1 defense for each quest stage in play.
Oof, that's 3.
He's dead.
Well, use the medallion.
Yeah.
I feel like that's dire enough. We can use the medallion because I'm dying.
So add Irion's
Earrings.
pendant to the victory display to cancel the win reveal effects,
Getting worse.
or to cancel a shadow effect just triggered. So that is canceled. And then we smack back with,
Do you do that now?
yeah, because no one else is attacking.
Oh, that's right.
He's in a snare of your own making.
So he needs, he only needs 5 to kill. So Aragorn for 4. And you said you could ready my
Yep.
veteran axe hand. So I'll use him. That'll kill this guy. And then I can engage another enemy. And then if you ready my axe hand, the axe hand and halberd can kill this guy. So what are you doing to ready my axe hand with?
The airborne record.
Ever vigilant.
No, the
Oh.
airborne record keeper.
What does he let you do?
You can exhaust him to pay a green resource to ready a dwarf character.
Nice.
So I left him up and left a green resource in case we needed to ready one.
Okay. All right. So that's the end of the combat phase. This gets discarded. It was a rugged country, which was the one that almost killed Amarthiel. Refresh phase.
Oh, did you kill both of them?
Yeah.
Bye, Gandalf. How'd you kill both of them? Oh, because Gandalf murdered.
Because these guys killed the one thing, and then you readied him, and them two killed the other one that I engaged after he killed the one.
Oh, right, because you didn't have to have a defender for them.
Right.
That's why I was getting lost. I was like, how?
He had already been defended against.
So still just one.
Yep.
Oops. So that's the end of round 4.
Been 4 rounds.
Yes. You get Eariorn, however you say his name.
Somehow you managed to find a new way to say it every time. Okay. Resource phase?
Raise threat,
Mm-hmm.
44. Resource phase.
Dang it.
No enemies in the staging area, so no extra threat. Draw a card. Ooh, I got gather information. When the stage is defeated, each player may search their deck for one card and add it to their hand.
Ooh.
Each player shuffles their deck.
That's fun. King of the Mountain.
I don't think we need to do that though. Let's just push through.
Oh, I got Thor's map. Dang it. Oh no, this is good. Ha! I did my King of the Mountain. I drew these 2 cards. I'm keeping this
Keeping
one.
Thor's map,
Discarding this
discarding
one.
that guy.
He goes into
He
play.
goes into play.
Which lets me trigger that because he's a dwarf guy.
Is that when a dwarf enters play or when you play a dwarf character? Because if it says when you play a dwarf character, that means you
It
have
says when
to
you play a dwarf character from your hand, okay?
pay for it. Yeah, and it has to come from your hand.
Fine, I'll do that
Was that
one.
Miner of the Iron Hills?
Yes.
Oh, my old friend.
Give me one of those chocolate cookies over there, Emma.
Okay, exhaust 2 allies you control to shuffle your deck and discard the top 5 cards. Put up to 2 allies discarded by this effect and play under your control. Total cost the allies put into play cannot exceed the total cost of the allies exhausted for this thing. Sweet. Okay, I'm gonna play this a very good tale. I'm gonna choose to exhaust Arid Lewin Minor and Arid Lewin Minor. Then I get to shuffle my deck and discard the top 5 cards. And then I can put up
Shuffle
to
it and then discard them?
yes.
Interesting.
Then put up to 2 allies discarded by this effect into play under your control, but it cannot exceed the total cost of my exhausted people. So 6.
Right. What's that card called?
A very good tale. I'm almost out of my deck.
Good thing we're almost done.
1. Another very good tale. 2. Can't use that card. 3. 4. Where are all my allies? Alright, guess
Got
it's
one.
you, buddy. I'm running out of room.
Well, you get to put all of them into play, right?
No.
Or just one?
Well, you can put up to 2 allies,
Oh, up to 2.
but it can't exceed whatever you exhaust. And then, oh, they just
Oh, you had to exhaust somebody to do that?
I had to exhaust 2 allies that I control. So I chose this guy and this guy.
So you could do up to 6 cost.
Correct.
Okay.
And
And who is it you got?
I can't do anything else. Another airborne record keeper.
Done?
Yep.
Okay.
You've been making sure you don't put more than one unique character into play, right?
Yeah, I don't have any uniques except yeah. I don't think I haven't even seen another one of him yet, so. But everyone else is not. Man.
I'm
I'm
gonna
ready all dwarf characters.
just
That's what I did that time that I had it because I had this and
Right.
that other one,
And
and
you
I was
use that
like,
to get a ton of resources.
exhaust everyone.
Mm.
But really, the card says exhaust X dwarf heroes. I thought it said dwarf characters. So I had that card and this one, which readies all your dwarf characters. So I was just like, blah, 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 blah. Got like 13 resources, paid for this thing. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah.
I'm gonna
It's pretty cool, even though
discard
it's
a
illegal.
card to trigger Arwen's ability, and then use the silver hand to return that card to my hand. Oh, but I'm putting
The
that
silver
on
what?
the silver hand
To your hand.
or silver harp. I thought that was a D on the end of it.
Oh, goodness.
Well,
Silver
the
hard.
hump on the P comes down really far.
That would be silver hard.
Well, I thought it was a D, so I just read hand. I thought it was referring to her hand.
Will
being
you
harp.
hurry up?
And then I'm going to use these
That
two
would be
resources
Sylvan hand.
to pay for Gleowine. And
Ooh,
then I'm
nice.
going to use Gleowine to draw a card.
You could let me draw a card so I have something I could actually play.
Okay, fine. Then I'll use one of my draw cards. Use one of my blue resources to use Elven
Ranger
Light,
provisions. Ooh.
and then draw a card. My Ent! Welling Hall Preserver.
It's kind of like ancient Matham, except you get resources instead of cards.
Okay, I'm done.
That's one resource. Nice.
So you're going to explore that location this time, right?
Yep.
So I will play Ranger provisions. Attached to a location, limit 1 per location. Response after location is explored. The first player adds 1 resource to each of their heroes' resource pools. Okay, that's it for me, because I don't want to play this quest.
Okay. Encounter staging phase.
Quest phase.
Oh, that's right.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9,
Can we get to 41 again?
10,
That didn't rhyme.
11.
But that
What's-
did.
What's the active quest?
Oh yeah. I don't know. This one?
I don't think we did. We did
Protect the
39
innocent.
last time, not 49.
We got to 40.
41 was our willpower.
Oh, I thought you said 49.
No, 41.
Okay, I'm using his thing. Be a location. Dang it.
I do have a card I can pitch now.
It's an Angmar orc. So that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11,
12.
12, 13,
Oh, yeah, you ruined everything.
14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Okay.
19.
Actually, I only have 1 green. Well, unless. Yeah. I only have 1 green resource,
Man.
so.
And you can't use that guy's ability to get one.
What guy's ability?
Don't you have a hero that you can exhaust to take a resource
Well, I
from
don't
somebody?
exhaust it, it's just an action.
That means you have to exhaust it.
I thought you
No,
had to
it doesn't.
exhaust to
Just
do
says
actions.
action. Pay 1 resource from a hero's resource pool.
But I thought we already said before that anything that says action, you have to exhaust it when you redo that. That's why I.
Or maybe, well, no.
That's why
they
I've
specifically
been-
said it.
Oh, yeah, this says exhaust
Yeah.
him. Right, yeah. So you don't have to exhaust him to use that
Well, what
ability.
about Arwen? I've been exhausting her the whole time.
What's it
Because
say?
you told me that at the beginning of the game.
I
You
thought
said
it
it's her
said-
action, so you have to exhaust her.
I thought you
You
said
have to
her
discard a
action
card.
said exhaust her.
No, you have to discard a card to do
Oh.
it.
I didn't read it. I thought
Yes,
you
you
said...
do not have to exhaust her to do that.
What the heck?
We could add 3 more.
We would have been done by now.
We would have been done last turn. No, I thought you said her action was...
So this is the guy I was thinking of. Because when we first started playing, we thought you had to exhaust him to do that.
Oh.
To pay a resource to heal somebody.
Oh. I thought you were saying
But
there's
you
somebody
don't.
else that you had to... Yeah. You still have to pay for it.
Because unless the action says exhaust to do such and such, then you don't have to exhaust them. Because Gleowine actually says exhaust Gleowine to choose a player. That player draws 1 card.
Yeah, so during an action window, someone can give him a resource, and then I can use the other Erebor if we need him.
Okay. So how much did you send?
I don't know.
I think you said 19. But I don't know if you made changes since then.
Oh my god.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19.
19.
Yeah.
Okay. Emily?
I have too many people. I'm sorry, Emily.
15. And 1 for each.
We're gonna
quest
s-
area.
15 is 34.
This is
Oh.
explored.
Right, I get a resource from this, so
Right.
never mind.
So all your heroes get a resource.
Doop, blip, blop.
Corey
And that
Noridori.
card goes in my discard pile.
Corey Nori Dory, what?
Or Ori Noridori.
I'll send Halbrad. And that's all. So that's 2.
What a contributor.
36.
That was only last campaign.
He doesn't have to exhaust because I have an enemy engaged with me.
Oh no, it's an more work.
Okay. When revealed,
Yeah.
He's making me too angry because he's killing my Longbeard guy. Either discard an ally from play or reveal an additional encounter card. I guess I'll do him. He was only contributing 1, so.
okay. So we're down to 35.
Weight of responsibility. It's a
You only
sad
counted him
man
for 3
holding
this
a
time, right?
ball. Oh.
Ooh, what?
Reveal an encounter card for each quest card in play.
3.
Oh, dang.
Oh boy.
That goes in the discard pile.
What if we run out of cards in this phase? Do we have to
Reshuffle. Yep.
Another side
Quest.
Orc ambush. Each
So does that mean you now have to reveal 4 cards? Because there's 4 in play now?
I think
No, I
it's
don't
at
think
the time that the...
yeah,
'cause
that's
it's-
how I would interpret it. There was 3 out at the time this card was played, so I'm drawing 3 cards.
Because it's not like that
No,
one
these are the
that's
ones.
like,
But
until the end of the round, everything gets plus whatever.
Yeah,
It's for each quest card in
it's
play,
just right now.
draw a card. Draw a
Okay.
card. So I would say that's a you determine it factor thing and then draw the cards.
Agreed. Each orc enemy gets +1
And
everything.
if you find out differently, people are dumb.
Hey, shut up. When revealed, each player must search the encounter deck and discard pile for an orc enemy and put it into play. Engage with them.
No. Wrong.
No.
Incorrect.
It says and discard pile.
yes.
Should we stop and do that, or do I finish doing my 3
No,
cards?
we do this as
You
soon
have
as
to
it's
do the
revealed.
card again. Okay. Just remember you've only done 1 card.
So there's no orcs in here. So we have an Angmar orc.
I don't have any ready characters.
Go ahead and shuffle the encounter deck, Lizzie.
Is this not going to get shuffled into the encounter
Shuffle
deck?
the
No.
encounter deck?
Yes.
So our options
Oh,
are...
goodness, Emily, how are you going to do
I
this?
don't know. That's why I just said I don't have any ready characters.
I need my Dory that got lost in the woods.
Pick someone that you can take an undefended attack from.
How does that work again?
You have to,
You have to
take
take the
the
damage
damage on a hero.
directly.
A single hero?
Yes.
That's why I need my Dory that's stuck in the woods.
Okay, so our options are Angmar Captain, 5
This is the one
attack.
that lets you put damage on him instead of a hero.
Are you ready?
No.
Angmar Captain, 5 attack, 2 shields, 5 health.
I'd like one of these guys if there's any left.
Yeah, there was like 2 in there. That's probably also who I'm gonna take.
It doesn't have to be different.
I don't think so. It just
That's
says
not-
search the
This one.
card and discard for.
Ooh, each orc gets +1 everything.
There was another one in there somewhere. So here you can
When
pick who you want.
revealed-
I think there might be another one of those. I don't know.
It
Like
just
enough
says
for all
for
3 of
an
us to
orc
take one.
enemy and put in play engage with them.
I don't know though. There's already one in the staging area, so there might only be 3.
So we're gonna have to reshuffle, which means we might be getting an orc war party back.
Yeah, because there's like 2
There's
or
at
3.
least 3 of them that I saw. Yeah, too bad I'm not going before you, or I could pull that guy off of you.
It's okay. Hennemark, or I mean,
Wouldn't you would have still had to defend him, I guess. Anyway,
Glorfindel can take it.
Oh, there it is.
He's got 5 health.
yeah. Don't forget they're all +1.
Yeah, I know. He can still take it. Was there another one in there of that guy? I think this is no point
I
in
didn't
looking
see
through it.
them.
I'll just
But
take one of these
Yeah,
Angmar
well,
Marauders.
I think there's only 3.
Okay.
So that was first card.
Surprising speed. Each player returns 1 enemy engaged with them to the staging area.
Okay.
No enemy returning to the staging area, which that's not gonna happen.
All right.
Oh look, rescue Yarion.
What?
Rescue Yarion.
No. No.
Time 4. When revealed, the first player loses control of Yarion and places him face down underneath the stage. When defeated, the first player takes control of Yarion and exhausts him. After the last time counter is removed from the stage, discard Yarion.
Well, that's where we're going next.
Do we have to have
Yes.
Yarion with this?
To win? Yes. It specifically says it on the thing.
Yeah.
That's why I was saying, wow, that's worded weird. There must be stuff that kidnaps him.
So that gets 4
Time.
resource tokens on it. So we have 4 rounds to rescue Earion.
Let's just call him Ryan.
No.
Ear.
Let's all agree to
He's
call
ear.
him Ryan.
No, definitely not here.
We can call him Orion, like Orion the belt.
Or we just call me Rarion.
Let's call him Ryan. I'm calling him Ryan.
Okay.
That's cool.
I don't know why Yarion is so hard, but okay.
Because it is.
Okay, that was my 3 cards.
Was it?
Yeah. Because I got
Yeah, you did that one that put out that first one.
that thing.
Then you
This
did the
one.
one that put everyone back. Then you did
Oh, right,
another
right,
thingy thing.
Okay, so this is mine. Oh, good. So we can't get an orc war party then, unless this is another one. Outlying homestead, doomed 1. While it's in the staging area, players cannot reduce their threat. We got like 3 of them in there now,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
That puts me to 45.
Oh dear.
43.
Okay, well,
Encounter?
no. We have to finish the quest phase.
Yep. How
Oh,
much
right, we
threat
calculated.
is in there? Well, we lost Earion, right?
Ryan.
12.
He was 3.
He had contributed 3 at that point.
Yeah.
We hadn't boosted it up for any of those.
15.
So we're down to 32.
Minus 15.
15 is in there.
Mm-hmm.
We're good.
So we got
We're more than
17.
good.
Where's our location?
We didn't have one. I don't think we didn't travel.
Why not?
I don't know, because we didn't. I think because we didn't want to reveal an extra encounter card for the travel effect.
Was that the only thing that was in there at the time?
Yeah.
There's just 2 of these.
Yeah.
Emily just added that 3rd one.
Gotcha. Okay.
Whoever added
So all the progress is removed, or all the damage is removed from Protect the Innocent.
There should be some
And they have, I
barricades.
was gonna
Yeah.
say,
Yeah.
they have like,
We built them
like
some
10
watchtowers.
shields.
Okay. Now the encounter phase.
Lizzie?
Yeah, Dane's got a crane over here, so I can take a puny man.
Yeah, we need to prevent me from taking too much threat.
Give me a puny man.
I'll take 2. I assume you're taking none.
Yeah, it's probably a good idea.
And I can take 2 because of Halberad's ability. Okay, combat. Or did we want to travel first? Or no?
I don't know.
Or just quest through those things?
Yeah, I'll just leave them there.
We're going to have to go there next and then switch back to the main quest, right?
Yep.
And what's happening while this is in effect?
Orcs get plus
All
1.
orcs get +1 everything.
What puts damage on the protect business?
Anytime a character takes damage.
Well, the good news is none of these poses are going to get shadow.
Well, excuse me, if an attack damages a character.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, like Lizzie said, no shadow cards.
Oh yeah, bonus.
Maybe not
lining
bonus.
is more
but
like
silver lining. Yeah. We had to pay a lot for that to happen. Alright, I'm gonna defend
with Dane
Okay.
in a matchup because he, with his 3+ from that thing, sitting for 3, he has 3 defense.
Okay.
And then I'm going to use this crayon. Well, yeah. So I don't have anyone that's going to be able to help him kill him, but I'll be able to put some damage on him by using the crayon. So,
Okay.
ready. Eat your sandwich.
Okay. I will have Amarthiel defend this guy who hits for 3. And I will have Veteran Axehand defend this guy who hits for 2, so he takes 1 damage. Because Dane doesn't boost his defense, right? Okay. Yeah, so we get 1 damage on Protect the Innocent. Unless, well, let me think here. I guess I could instead. So this guy needs 4 to kill, this guy needs 5 to kill. So Aragorn can kill him. If I were to defend with... Well, I'd have to defend with someone with 3 defense. I don't have anybody else with 3 defense, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, he'll defend and take the damage.
I'm going to use both of my Aragorn record keepers.
You'll be able to ready him, though?
Oh.
My axe hand? No?
Well, it depends. So if I only ready this guy, he only can attack for 3, which won't put anything through. So unless I ready 2 people...
Well, why can't Dane attack with him?
I guess. Then it would only put 1
'Cause
on,
he's-
but yeah.
No, he still gets boosted.
Not if... Because Dane won't be ready anymore.
But I'm pretty sure you calculate their defense or their attack before you exhaust them.
Oh. Okay. That's not how I played Dane before. But
Are you sure?
that's not how I played Dane before. I don't know how you did it all those times you played by yourself. But.
Player attack. So determine attack strength, determine combat strength. Player attack initiate. Attacked player declares target of attack and attackers.
Request.
Let me see what the timing is here.
Entire combat phase. I just kind of sit here.
There it goes. Player attack resolution. Player attack initiates. Chooses 1 enemy with whom they are currently engaged. Exhausts any number of characters they control to declare them as attackers. And then determine attack strength. No, so I guess you exhaust them first and then determine their attack strength.
So, I mean, that would let me see. Let me put. I guess it would be the same as if I read anyone else, because everyone else has puny only has 1 attack. So. It'd be the same either way.
I mean, if you need it,
But you wouldn't.
if you need it
be
to,
boosted, that yours wouldn't be boosted when I read it in then.
right.
So does that change your stuff?
I mean, so he's 3. I may not need him anyway. Because he can kill this guy by himself. And then I've still got these 2 guys, which can attack for 5. Yeah, so I don't need him.
Okay. Well, I'll probably just.
I can kill both of them.
Resources. So use him to ready him. And then I'll use him and him for 4 to put 1 damage on that bozo. All that for 1 damage.
Oh. Is it even worth it? You had to spend 2 resources to do
No,
that?
I just got 1.
Oh.
Because like I said, if you didn't need your guy boosted, I mean, you don't need him at all.
Right.
So using Dane would have been the same as readying 1 person.
Okay.
So. Chip away.
All right. Then I will use Aragorn to defeat this guy. No. Which guy? This guy. No. They each need 5 to defeat. I was thinking that guy was only 4.
Everyone gets +1.
Oh, is that defense
+1
too?
everything. It's +1 everything.
Oh, right. So basically they're
So actually,
full printed defense for me.
they had we didn't calculate their extra threat either. From the
Oh,
quest,
right.
from
But we
the
had a
travel.
bunch of,
Yeah,
we had a ton of extra.
but don't forget again.
Yeah.
So basically their defense gets you're minusing from Aragorn and they're plussing cancel each other out. So they're printed for
Right. So this guy attacked for 4.
yeah.
So he actually took a damage. So we need another damage on that. And he attacked for 3,
Which would kill me.
which kills this guy.
Cool.
And so for me, they actually have 3 and 2 defense.
Yep.
So I can only kill one of these nerds. So I guess I'll kill the guy that hurts more.
Good idea.
Yeah, these 2 are only 5. He's 4. This would be 6, which would kill him. Well, it takes 6 to kill either, so yeah, it would be these 2 guys. And I'll kill this one.
Did you want to
And then
make this
I'll
or this one with 1 damage? But this will make it so you don't have to take another threat.
right. Yeah, I think I better engage this guy. Okay.
And then is your other guy doing any attack?
No, he can't. He only hits for 3, so he's not going to get through their shield.
Alright. Before
The other guy. Raise threat by 1. Puts me at 46. End of round 5. Yeah, it's too bad that Rescue Earion quest didn't come off as a shadow card. And Emily's the start player now.
Draw cards.
Another silver heart.
And did I do resources already? I don't think I did I?
No, because you had 4 sitting on here.
Yeah. So he gets 1, he gets 1. This guy gets 2.
Do you have any red cards in your deck?
Yeah, but I just drew Stewart of Gondor.
Alright, what are you planning?
Well, I might as well discard this Elven Harp. Does Aragorn need a... Is that Aragorn?
Yeah, he doesn't need a resource.
No resources.
I'm good.
I'm
I'm just drawing one card a turn off the top of my deck, so.
probably...
Yeah, this deck has no card draw other than Gandalf.
Let's do this. I'll give that to him, and then I'll spend a blue one.
You could let me draw a card, though. That'd be nice.
Let's see. Spend a blue one to play Elven Light from my discard pile to draw a card. Does anybody have any attachments in their discard pile?
Yes, I have a cram.
I have a Ranger provision.
Which one do you guys want?
So Ranger provision is the one that when we explore the location it's attached to, the first player gets a resource in each of their heroes' resource pools. But
Happening for a while.
yeah, none of those locations are going to get explored anytime soon. Before the end of the game, probably.
You want your cram?
Always.
Yeah, cram's always good.
Because it can attach to anybody. It doesn't have to be a dwarf.
And then does anybody want Unexpected Courage? Perhaps one of your guys?
That would be a good idea since he's doing all the attacking.
Yeah. Yep, I'll put it on Aragorn.
Dane, but his probably not pressing.
Alright, that's all for me. Oh, unless you wanted to draw a card?
Yes.
Yes, please.
Red.
Nope, purple.
Okay.
Descendants of Kings. Ready X Dunedain characters you control. X is the number of enemies engaged with you.
Wait, say that is it?
Ready X Dunedain characters you control. X is the number of enemies engaged with you.
Nice. Perfect.
I'm assuming that's an event.
Yeah. It only costs one.
Nice.
Perfect. You playing anything?
Nope. Oh, yeah. Steward of Gondor.
Okay.
And then I'll use it to pay for itself.
King of the Mountain.
Actually, I'll pay for it with Halberad's resources and then use it to add 2 resources here. So I have 10 red resources now. Come on, Bjorn.
Bjornsson?
So, I'm guessing that this is not an optional thing.
Does it say forced?
No, well, it's a response, but it's a
Yes,
okay.
response is optional.
Which is good. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I see. I get it now.
Yeah, you can just commit him to a quest and not look at the top card of the deck.
Okay. Oh, because I have another in my hand, and I'm like, if I have 2 out at the same time, it doesn't make sense to do the response for both of them if it doesn't work the first time.
Right.
So, just making sure. Alright, put this clan on Dane. And play Aragorn Hammersmith to get my other crayon back in my hand. And draw a card because he's a dwarf. Oh, Gandalf. Yeah, you need the Gandalf, Dad.
I can't lower my threat though.
I know, but
Get to draw.
you can play him.
Yeah, for sure.
And you can afford him. That's the part I was going with. Blah, 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 blah. Let's put the crayon on. 40. And I think that's it.
Okay.
Rusty?
Mm-hmm.
One, two, three.
Reshuffle the encounter deck.
Wait, why?
Because it's empty.
If it's empty during the quest phase, it gets reshuffled.
9, 12. I'm sending 15. And then
Okay.
each of these.
You don't want to keep a blocker back just in case. Because you're the first player now, so if there's enemies out and we get that card that makes all the enemies in the staging area attack the first player.
Yeah. I guess I'll keep arrow 4 back. So 14.
Because we only
It's
need,
okay.
what, 6? We just
I got
need
you.
6 progress, right? Because we didn't travel anywhere.
Yeah.
Did you put a progress on all the locations?
Mhm.
Don't worry, guys. I got that.
So how much did you send?
14.
Sure you don't want to keep Glorfy back too?
Sure. So minus 3 more.
So 11. All right. Well, since I can ready all my guys, he will go for sure. So that's 2. No,
Citadel plate have to go on a door.
oh, I don't think so. Yeah. You used to put it on Baragond all the time, right?
Yep.
I'll also send Aragorn, and then I'll ready him with Unexpected Courage. So that's another 2. Okay.
Okay. 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, hang on. I'll do these guys first so I don't have to keep recounting. So, sending this guy, looking at this.
Okay.
I just feel so thick. It's a location!
Nice.
So, put a progress on the current quest.
Nice.
And then I'll also commit this guy. Whoa, it's a location! Put a progress on the current quest.
Okay.
So that's
You
6.
have enough on the quest yet?
That's only 2.
We have 2 on it. I assume you made this the current quest,
Current quest.
Emily?
Yes.
Oh, okay, yeah. I was thinking of that like main thing.
Okay, so that's 6,
You did make Rescue Eerie on the active quest, right?
Yeah.
9, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Wait, hang on. Minus 2, so 21.
Okay. You got some attackers and defenders.
Yep.
So 36. Okay.
That should be sufficient, right?
Yeah.
Because now we only need
Overkill.
4 progress.
Yeah.
We got this.
Okay, Emily, reveal a card.
We really have to make sure that my shadow card for my guy is not that your guy gets +1 attack for every ally you control.
Or minus.
Well, just don't defend with a
Oh,
hero.
Chetwood Forest. 3 threat. Just travel cost.
Yeah, I knew that. That's what I looked at. Sorry.
Shrouded Hills. X is the number of quest cards in play.
That would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay.
Holy cannoli. Maybe we won't be okay.
What is X though? Like what?
Five.
The threat.
But like, oh, that's its threat.
The threat, yeah.
Weight of responsibility. Oh, good heavens. Reveal 1 encounter card for each quest card in play.
Yeah, that's
Five.
what I got last time. That sent us into that downward spiral.
You don't have Test of Will?
Lost in the Wilderness.
You didn't get another
you
one?
got 2 more in your deck.
I haven't got any.
Okay, here we go. Number 1. An Orc War Party.
Ah! Come on.
It's okay. I should be able to kill it.
2. And 3 and 4. Another Chetwood Forest.
Okay.
Card 3. Why are they so sticky? Pressing Needs. Doomed 2.
Oh.
When revealed, either search
48.
the encounter deck and discard pile for an encounter side quest and reveal it, or choose a different quest card in play to be the current quest till the end of the phase. I don't know. Are there any more? Yeah, I think we have them all out, so I don't think we can choose one.
Let me see the card.
Here's my thing. If I hadn't been exhausting Arwen every round, like he told me I was supposed to when I asked, we probably would have been done like
We would have
2 rounds before we discovered that.
correct.
That makes up for all the ones where we won and shouldn't have.
What card number was that? 3?
This is the 3rd card, yes. Yeah, let me check the rules on, or the FAQ for either or. I think if you can't do the first one, you have to do the second one.
That's what I thought. So which one would be put as the other quest? I feel like
Right.
maybe this one.
The one that nerfs
This one's
the
giving them
orcs,
+1 everything for the orcs.
or the one that gives us all
Or
those card
all the
backs.
cards back. I sort of feel with all this crap out. Let's put a search for a new side quest or choose a different quest. But there's no side quest left, I think.
Problem is, I think I'm going to thread out then.
With what?
Like before we have time to finish the game,
Yeah.
because he's at 48.
We can't lower threat because all those.
Nope. No way I'm lowering threat with all those things out there.
Well, it was a valiant effort.
Where's the
Honestly,
either?
got farther than I thought it would.
Either or.
Yeah, the whole time I was like, that's a cool ability, but like, I don't know if that evens out, like giving up 3 willpower for a resource.
Mm.
Apparently you're not supposed to do this, so.
Must X or Y versus must either X or Y. So if a card instructs player to perform one task or perform a second task, must attempt to perform the first task and performs the second task only if the first task cannot be performed. If it says either, you can choose which task to perform, although one of them must be performed in full if able. So since we can't do the first one, you have to choose the second one.
So, what do we think?
Doesn't matter, you choose, we're gonna lose anyway. I mean, you guys might win, but all my heroes will be dead.
We won't win. So. I don't know. I mean, if we weren't looking at that, you were gonna lose, we're all gonna lose anyway. I feel like this one is the more pressing one.
Okay.
Since it's giving all that extra threat and
Alright. So orc
stuff.
ambush.
Yep.
Okay.
So it's card 3.
Maybe you'll get another one and you can switch it back.
I thought you only needed to draw 3.
You have
5.
5 quests out.
Oh.
Number 4.
Another
just
Orc
thinking.
War Party.
Okay.
I drew 3.
And Rugged Country. If the current quest is a side quest, it gets +2 threat.
It is
So that was
5.
5.
So how much threat we got?
A lot.
+2 for that
That's
one.
4, 6, 8, 10, and 3, 6, 9, 12.
22
No,
plus
whatever
5.
that is.
27.
27. 36. So 9 progress. Explore or defeats that quest stage, right? Does anything happen when it's defeated? Other than it goes in the victory display. Okay. Encounter phase or travel phase.
Maybe that one that's doing 5 threat in there.
Well, it's 4 threat now, but
Well, still.
sure.
Yeah, there's no travel cost or anything. Okay.
Encounter.
Engaging?
No.
Engaging?
Might as well, right?
Sure.
I can't take that for party, so. Bomb.
Okay. Combat phase.
Yeah, would you like some shadow cards?
Yep. There first.
Well, here you go.
Then there.
Here you go.
Then these two are the same.
And your choice. And your other choice. Boop.
Okay.
Ready, set, go.
Defend the Orc War Party with him. Another Orc War Party. Dead. Another damage on Protect the Innocent.
Alright, back up to where we were.
I know. We should have just
finished
finished.
Yep.
This guy will defend one of these. Either exhaust a hero you control or return attacking enemy to the staging area after the attack. He goes back.
Did he damage you at all?
No. And then he'll defend here. Gets +1 for each ally you control, which is none.
Is Legolas exhausted or not?
Who's Legolas?
Aragorn.
He is not exhausted.
Why didn't you just...
They're both 2 defense.
No, I'm saying, why didn't you exhaust him instead of sending that guy back to the staging area? Because aren't you going to ready all of them with your card?
That's true. I guess I could have. Okay.
Get any damages?
No. And then I'll play Descendants of Kings. I can ready 4 Dunedain characters.
Okay. Dane will defend this guy. Nothing.
Okay.
And he will cram a sandwich in his gullet.
Doesn't get discarded yet. So player attacks.
Yep.
They need 8. Kill them. And he gets a resource from the sword.
You engaging anything?
Nope.
Not even an orc war party?
Nope.
Okay. You're just planning on threading out?
I mean, I'm going to.
We would last one more round if you take anything.
Oh, right.
Because you're at 48.
Okay. I don't know if I'm going to be able to defend all this next turn, though.
But. Oh, yeah, so. Never mind. I was like, all we gotta do is to finish that.
Nope.
Never mind. You want some of my guys?
Unless we got some way of putting 4 more progress on the... You got 4 of these guys?
No, only 3. And one of them is in here. Alright. He's gonna also eat a sandwich.
Okay.
So he's ready. So this is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Dead. Oh wait, I guess only he did. Doesn't matter. He's dead. Everyone is dead.
Okay.
Done.
Refresh.
Yep. Does anyone need
End of
heal?
round 6.
Or is everyone okay?
Oh, I mean... He could stand it.
You're gonna have this healing herbs.
What piece is missing?
Screws on the end. It fell on the floor. It must have popped off.
I have a
Here's the
healing
spring.
herbs if you want to use it. But I just need to know because I gotta spend a resource to ready this thing.
You know how you said you don't think there's any attachment removal stuff in this one?
Yeah.
This shadow effect on that weight of responsibility card is
Mhm.
discard 1 attachment you control for each quest card in play.
Mm.
That could be rough.
Yeah.
What about-
So that was end of round 6, right?
Did you need my healing herbs?
Who's first player now?
You will be.
But I need to know before we continue moving on.
It's up to you. I mean, I'm going to thread out, so it doesn't really matter. 49.
I think the moral of our story here is don't farce around.
We were just trying to protect the innocent.
He gets 2 resources. Plus his 2 from Steward of Gondor. This guy's getting 4 resources a turn. Or, 4 resources a turn. Hey, Faramir.
Well, looky there. You're a little late to the party, buddy. What you playing?
Faramir.
What are you doing?
The end of my pen popped off.
Done?
That holds the thing in.
Are you done?
Yeah.
King of the Mountain.
Unless Emily's going to let me draw a card.
You gonna let him draw a card?
Sure, why not?
Honor Guard. I'll play him too.
Okay.
Exhaust Honor Guard to cancel 1 point of damage just dealt to a character. Or actually, Valor response. Exhaust and discard Honor Guard to cancel up to 5 points of damage just dealt to a character.
Done.
Found it?
Well, let's
No,
do.
I'll get you the other one.
Oh,
Here,
What?
this one's up here.
okay.
Alright, we're gonna put out another Prospecta. Which will let me draw a card. Dory!
Nice.
Got him. And then he gets to discard the top 3 cards of my deck. I only have 1 card left. And then I get to choose 1 card from my discard pile to put back into my deck. I don't know. Oh, let's do a crayon, I guess. I have one card left in my deck. And let's see what else we'll play. Oh, I can't play Dory. So I'll do this other airborne. Anyone have an attachment? The topmost attachment.
Well, the first question is, does anybody have an attachment, period?
No,
And then
yeah.
if yes, they get the topmost one. I mean, I have ranger provisions. Are you playing it?
Yeah.
Is there something better you'd like to get?
No, mine was just another thing. That was my
Okay.
one.
I mean, I can't play it this round, and I'm going to thread out next round, so.
Well, mine is just King of the Mountain, so. Emily, you playing anything?
I'll discard Elven Light to get a resource, which I will put on. Does anybody have a 3 or less cost ally in their discard pile?
Yes.
That would do anything good for me?
I have glowing.
What's your threat?
If you control at least
47.
5 dwarf characters, you I have a minor, another minor. I got bomber. I got a prospector. And I got Gandalf. Oh, you said 3 or less? Not
Mhm.
Gandalf then. The rest of them, yes.
What do those people do?
Oh my goodness. Well, you control at least 5 dwarf characters. Glowing gains response. After you play glowing from your hand, choose a hero, add 2 resources to the pool. Minor of the Iron Hills.
Yeah, I know that one.
Oh, I
Another
have this
minor
guy
of
that's
the
a
Iron
0.
Hills. Bomber. If you exhaust him, you choose a location, it gets -1 for the end of the phase. If it's underground, it just negates the threat. Prospector, after he enters play, discard the top 3 cards of your deck, then choose and shuffle 1 card from your discard back into your deck. And that's it. Just let us die.
So he's at 232 since your threat's higher than 40.
Right. Yeah, I'll do that. So I'll put it on her, and then I'll do stand and fight. Pay 3 for this guy. And then that is all.
Okay. Quest phase.
Oh no, that's first.
Active quest. Actually, Emily, why don't you peek at that top card and see if it's going to make us switch the active quest?
Wait.
Be a location.
Angmar Captain!
Okay. All right, so we'll make rescuing Iarion
Ryan.
the active quest, and I will send just Halberad for 2. And Faramir is ready to boost us if we need it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't know how yours is. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12,
13.
13. 16, 19.
21.
21. 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33.
Okay.
33 willpower.
35.
Seems a little excessive.
I don't care, we're gonna die. We're just going out with a bang.
15. And
If you send Faramir,
So that's 50.
It's 14 more.
that one. That one. And that one.
Okay.
The northern tracker is very easy.
Mm-hmm.
That one.
I'll also play this thing. Since I remember it's for the whole round. I don't know. Okay, so 2 more. What we have.
52.
Yep. So I personally have 37.
Card. Angmar Captain. What'd you get?
Doomed 2.
I'm out.
Either search the encounter deck and discard pile for an encounter side quest and reveal it, or choose a different quest card and play to be the current quest.
So my 2 go away.
I'm at 49.
I'm at 45. Draw a card in there.
These guys all go back to the staging area.
Fantastic.
Angmar Marauder.
Oh, which one is... We'll do this one.
Oh, you have to change?
Yeah, that was that same card.
Oh.
Okay, how much heckin' thread is in here? 2, 5, 7, 10, 13, 15, 18, 20, 6, 30. That's 30 threads.
Okay. We sent 50.
Okay.
Think you made it.
We get our cards back!
Oh, you guys do.
I get everyone's card. Explored. Alright, Healing Herbs, Longbeard Elder, Narvi's Belt. Oh, beautiful. A Hidden Cache, an Eru Lewin Miner. A Gandalf, that was also fine. We Are Not Idle and Dory. Hour of Wrath and Dunedain Hunter. Hasty's Truck and Test of Will. Most of the cards in there are mine.
Well, yeah.
Now here's my hand. Emily, are you taking anything?
Nope.
I ain't taking nothing. Let's raise our threat by 7.
Okay, I'm out.
Me too. 52.
All right. So that was
Moral
a fail.
of the story.
Sick.
Don't fart around.
Moral of the story, don't exhaust heroes that don't need to be
Emily.
exhausted.
That too.
But even after we figured that out, we should have not.
Well, we didn't figure that out.
After we figured that out, it was too late.
Yeah, because the only time we could have saved ourselves was that one round where we were like, should we finish it or should we take the 5 damage?
Yeah, having to switch that quest is what killed us. We could have gotten it, I think, if we wouldn't have had to do that.
Maybe.
Because I don't know. Yeah, that Doom 2 might have come up anyway while we were trying to finish the quest off. So
Well, I did what I wanted to do and got a butt ton of people out, so it's a win for me.
you almost got your whole deck out.
Yeah. I just have one singular cram left.
Oh,
in there.
there's my first ent. Second card left. Another ent. Sneak attack. Another ent. Seeing where all these Gandalfs are. Another Faramir. Got 3 of them in here. There's Bjorn. Oh, this card's cool. Check this one out. Of course, it wouldn't have done any good while those locations were
Secret
out. But
Vigil. Attached to an enemy, limit 1 per enemy. Attached to an enemy gets -1. Attached to an enemy is
There's a
destroyed.
Gandalf.
Each player starts by attached enemies printed. Nice.
Faint. My third Faramir. Another one of those guys. Another Steward. Another one of those guys. Snowborn Scout. Second Gandalf. Third Gandalf. 2 in a row.
I feel like if there is a different green.
I need my ally back from you, Emily, that you made. Excuse me. Stand up and fight for you.
I think if there's another green dwarf, I should replace the miner with them because they don't really
Okay.
they aren't really good for much besides condition removal. At
Yeah,
least in
I
this
don't.
one,
I
there's
don't
no
think I saw
condition
any
stuff.
conditions. Yeah. Oh yeah, that one too.
And honestly, Bomber isn't that great either because there's no underground locations. He's not
Right.
really
True.
effective.
Yep. Feel free to adjust your decks as you see fit.
Well, that'll be a later event because I gotta look through the dwarf stuff that we have.
Yeah. All right. Well, that is a fail for this attempt. We will try again next time. And until then, thank you all for watching. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. We'll see you in the next episode.